Running live.
Oh.
It's preparing to live stream the meeting.
I gotta give it to my mom. What's the link?
Yeah, what was? Did you send us the link?
No, not yet.
Oh,
once the live
Robert.
starts, it'll open and then.
Wait, but it's live right now?
No, it's like loading.
Oh, okay.
So
Thank
it's about.
God.
Oh.
Here we go.
Hey,
here
Google,
we
right?
go.
I just see, thank God.
I'm gonna put them
We're live. We're up there.
Oh, here goes. We'll reveal you.
Now send everyone the link so we can share it with our friends and loved ones.
Yes.
My mom needs it. Oh, shit.
Oh, Jeff's gone. I better invite Jeff back in.
Jeff.
I think
Jeff
he's
is gone.
Come back,
with
Jeff.
the link.
You had to go report on traffic.
Yeah.
Traffic on the threes.
Hey, let me.
My mommy needs
Hey,
that.
hey, anybody, everybody. Hey, anybody.
Hey, anybody.
Hi, Annie's your buddies.
Hi.
What up?
I just texted it to everyone, the link.
Thank you. My mom will be
Um,
very grateful.
Would you like me to email it as well? Is that easier?
I think the email was needed for the Zoom so people could get it from their computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh, it says my
But I
internet
will
is
tweet from my
unstable.
phone.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. All right, Mom.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Facebook land. Sorry, what was my bad? Getting a few technical things sorted. Welcome to Hocus Pocus, live, unauthorized, unrehearsed.
Not.
Wonderful reading. I can't wait. Let's do what we did last time, in that we'll go around one by one, introduce ourselves, and if people haven't figured it out yet, introduce who you're playing. Okay, let me know if it works. Let's start here.
Who's here?
Jamie, that's you.
Oh.
Of the highlight.
Hi. I am playing Thackeray. I clearly had too much time on my hands. Guys, I put this all together with shit I had lying around my house, except for these, which I spent $10 whole of my own money on, and I've been completely unable to do anything all day with them because that's what being a
Ooh.
I love it. It looks incredible.
especially this right here, right?
Widow's Peak.
All right. It's me. Yeah. I'm Matt Dahan. I'm playing piano. And
Yay!
Matt Dahan
A
is
great role.
Woo!
Matt's incredible. Did it work?
me.
No.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Hi, I'm Mariah, and I'm gonna be playing Allison. And I'm happy.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Woo! Yeah.
Hi.
Oh.
Clean yourself up a bit. I'm Joey, and I'm playing Max, a high school boy.
I'm Lauren, and I'm playing Sarah, and I did not, and my boobs were $30,000.
Oh, hello. My name is John, and I will be reading the stage directions. And the light is also coming from the wrong spot on this background, so just
It's magic.
acknowledging that.
It's magic.
Yeah, it's magic.
John, you look great. I love that. That's the That's the
Never
place
looked
that you
better.
wore for.
Ooh, look at the little house with the fire.
Oh.
What is there? Is that your house, John?
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
Whoa.
Wow.
All beginnings.
House?
Yeah, but
Huh?
John, it's on fire.
Family house.
No. That happens all the time.
Okay.
You got 5G out there?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm Nick. I'm gonna be reading Danny.
I love it. Angela, I think you're muted.
Wow. Wow.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wowie.
Hi, Wowie it is. I'm Angela, and I'm playing Mary. Thank you very much. This is my ponytail.
Oh.
And
You
what a
look beautiful.
ponytail it is.
Oh, it's spectacular.
Corey.
Hi, I'm Corey, and I'm playing Elijah, Miss Olin, Ernie, Dave, Fireman number 1, Cook, and Billy.
I can't wait for your next costumes. This one's so
Yes.
good already.
Yeah,
First
Chris
costume is
My costumes?
I'm
Yeah.
Jeff. I'm playing Father Banks. Yay.
Rush Limbaugh.
Fireman number 2. And bus driver.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Let me see. Can I get back to? Okay, this is everyone again.
Yeah, see y'all.
Wait.
Okay,
I don't.
excellent.
You
So,
guys want to play Zip Zap Zop or something before we start?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine
Yeah,
now.
energy, yeah.
Mind meld.
Okay, so I'm thinking what we should do to get in the mood is I think we should listen to Matt play the theme because he learned it because he's incredible.
Wow.
And then we'll begin, and then John will take it away whenever you feel it, guys.
Wow.
Oh, and I'm Robert, and I'm playing Thackeray Banks.
There he is. There he is.
Or Thackeray.
I always thought it was Zachary.
Zachary. Exactly. Yeah, I thought it was Zachary as well.
Thackeray.
Back then, they used to put THs in front of a lot of names.
Thackeray
TH is like
ain't a name.
Thackeray?
That
You
ain't
guys
no
know
name.
about the poor actor who played the boy version of Thackeray Banks and how he used his voice for the entire thing. He did the voice for the cat. They finished the film, and then they decided Thackeray should have a old-timey accent. So then James Marsden dubbed the whole thing.
Oh.
Even
No
the cat.
way.
Marsden?
It would be Corny Collins,
James Marsden?
Wait,
friend of
James
Sonic.
Marsden.
No.
Voice of
No.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Jason.
No,
Marsden.
no,
Jason
not
Marsden.
Jason. No, not the guy who was Max Goof. Max Goof.
Max Goof.
Oh, the goof.
Oh, not James Marsden.
Jason
No.
Marsden. I'm sorry.
Oh, that makes way more sense. I never thought
guy.
he sounded like James
Oh.
Marsden.
Okay.
I'd know
But
that.
anyway, with that piece of trivia, it's just a bunch of
know.
hocus pocus.
All right.
Woo.
Thackeray.
Hold on to your butts. 3, 4.
Sounds like the Haunted Mansion.
Wow. Matt.
Overture.
We out here. Love it overture.
Hocus Pocus. A screenplay by Neil Cuthbert, rewrite by Robert Manion. Fade in. Exterior Salem Village, establishing night. The camera looks down on a village nestled in the valley below. Simple wood-framed houses, smoky chimneys, lighted windows. The night is chilly, thick, spooky. They've heard barking and howling, something that they understand, even if we don't. Letters read, Salem, Massachusetts, 1692. Interior the Binks house, Thackeray's bedroom. Tossing and turning in bed, lost in a disturbed dream, is Thackeray, 13 years old. He wears homespun, simple clothing. The camera finds something moving past his open window. Bushes shiver. A hooded shadow dashes out of sight just as Thackeray bolts upright. Now wide awake, his eyes dart about the room feverishly as he catches his breath.
Emily?
Next to his own is a second, smaller bed. He reaches over to someone only to have his hand search through sheets, empty.
Emily!
Exterior the Binks house, backyard. Elijah, a 10-year-old farmhand, stands still in the bramble-filled yard, looking up in fear. Under a full moon, a spooky-looking, high-eaved little house glowers down at the village from atop a hill, surrounding the woods. Smoke rises out of its chimney, twisting and turning in a very unnatural fashion. This is no ordinary smoke, and this is no ordinary house. Thackeray dashes toward Elijah.
Elijah! Elijah! Hast thou seen my sister Emily?
Nay, but look, they conjure.
The chimney smoke in which The shapes of little demons and beasts are forming in the vapors.
Emily!
She's done for.
Not yet! Wake my father! Summon the others! Go!
Thackeray makes for the woods as Elijah dashes back toward the village. Exterior Salem Woods. The journey to the mysterious cottage is a perilous maze of vines and thorns that weave in and out of shallow creeks. Thackeray battles his way up the hill, clawed and scratched by the sea of branches. He finally reaches the house and peers in the window. Interior, the Sanderson home. The main home of the house is lit only by a fire in the broad hearth and by candles placed in a circle around the room. The cauldron boils on the fire as the three Sanderson sisters, Winifred, Mary, and Sarah, stand around it. Very old, dressed in long robes, they look like exactly what they are, witches. Winifred is the eldest and by far the most powerful. Her beauty has been corrupted by evil. Her fingers have grown talons, her teeth have elongated and sharpened. Mary, the middle sister, is gluttonous. Obsessed with food, she possesses the outward manner of a sweet, kindly aunt. Mary's sense of smell is incredibly keen. She can track the scent of a child like a bloodhound. Sarah, the youngest, is the idiot sister. Also the most beautiful. She likes to torture things, small animals, children, bugs, you name it. Seated next to the bubbling cauldron is a small wooden chair, a little girl dressed in a long white nightshirt.
Emily.
Emily's eyes are wandering across the room. She has been enchanted, acting as if she is sleepwalking. They land on Thackeray, and a hint of a smile forms at the corners of her mouth. Noticing this, the Sanderson sisters spin around and Thackeray quickly ducks out of sight. The three witches move quickly to the window. Winifred throws it open.
Oh, look! Another glorious morning. Ugh, makes me sick.
The shutters slam closed as if by magic, and it probably is. Winifred spins around.
Must have been an imp.
Proudly on display, mounted upon a stand made from human bones, is Winifred's most prized possession, her spellbook. She moves toward it and strokes it lovingly, addressing it as perhaps you would a child.
Oh, my darling little book. We must continue with our spell now that our guest of honor has arrived. Wake up, my darling.
The leathery book sleeve wriggles and squirms, and then a large grotesque eye opens in its center.
Ah, there you are. Mary!
Coming, Winnie, right way. Sorry.
Mary immediately runs to Winifred's side.
Oh, hello, yes. Come along.
I noticed Sister Sarah isn't helping.
I lured the child here.
Leave her be. She's done her chore. All right. 'Tis time.
With a flick of her wrists, Winifred's book bursts open. The pages flutter and turn before landing on a recipe.
There it is. Bring to a full rolling bubble, add 2 drops of boil.
Mary, eager to please, races to the cauldron's side carrying a large jar.
I've got it. It's heavy. You don't do that. I'll do this.
Mix blood of owl with the herb that's red. Turn 3 times. Pluck a hair from thy head.
Completely absorbed in their work, the sisters fail to notice that Thackeray has snuck into their home on the 2nd floor landing. He continues to watch.
Add a dash of pox and a dead man's toe. A dead man's toe. And make it a fresh one.
Dead man's toe. Dead man's toe. Dead man's toe.
Mary lets out a huff of frustration. Sarah is far too gone into her own world to be of any help. Mary reaches out her hand, and with a snap, a bowl flies from the shelf across the room and into her palm. She fumbles through its contents before pulling out a particularly large, severed human toe. She gives it a sip.
Fresh one.
She gingerly tosses it into the cauldron. With a sly grin, she pulls out a 2nd toe and throws it at Sarah. This quickly escalates into a petty scrimmage. Severed toes fly back and forth. Mary and Sarah dissolve into a mess of giggles until...
Will you stop that? I need to concentrate.
Sorry.
She nudges Sarah in her side, struggling to contain another bout of laughter.
She needs to concentrate.
Mary's face quickly darkens, her nostrils flare, and she takes a large whiff of the air around her.
Do you smell something, Mary?
Upstairs, Thackeray's eyes widen.
Oh, and what? Got it right here. And what dost thou call that?
A child?
Winifred raises her arms and leads Mary and Sarah back to the cauldron.
Gather round, gather round. One thing more, and all one. Add a bit of thine own tongue.
The witches bite off small chunks of their own tongues with a crunch and then spit them into the cauldron. Bubbles up, changing to a dark, sickly purple and giving off a menacing curl of vapor.
Oh, Winnie, thou art divine.
'Tis ready for tasting.
Sarah is about to take a taste, but Winifred gives her a powerful backhand, knocking her away from it. She dips a spoon into the potion and then holds the steaming spoon out to Emily.
One drop of this, and her life will be mine. I mean, ours.
The witches close in on Emily, hunger in their eyes.
Yum, yum.
All right, girlie, open your mouth.
The entranced little girl opens her mouth wide as Winifred leans in with the spoon.
No!
The sister look up in surprise as Thackeray suddenly leaps down from above.
Oh boy!
Thackeray flings a stool at Winifred. She jumps clear. He then grabs a long iron pot hook off the wall. He swings it at the witches who recoil from him.
Get him, you fools!
I knew I smelled a boy.
Mary shoves Sarah at Thackeray and he gives her a good bop on the head. Sarah falls back onto Mary and they tumble to the floor together. Thackeray then hooks the edge of the cauldron and dumps it over, the bubbling goo spilling all over the floor.
Oh, my potion!
Winifred, shrieking with rage at the sight of her ruined potion, starts gathering power for a major electrical discharge. Thackeray bolts for the door, but Winifred nails him with a massive jolt of electricity. He goes down out cold. Winifred raises her hands, about to finish him off.
Sisters?
Oh, yes. Oh. Go ahead, Mary.
Winnie! Winnie, look!
Emily is glowing. Despite Thackeray's effort, she has clearly ingested enough of the potion for her life force to be swirling around her.
Sisters, prepare thyselves. 'Tis her life force. The potion works. Take my hands. We will share her.
Oh, Winnie, how generous of thee.
Witches clasp their hands together and form a circle around Emily. In succession, they each inhale deeply, slurping at the spectral mist that surrounds her. With each mouthful, Emily grows older and older, eventually slumping over a bag of bones.
Sisters, behold.
Witches' cloaks fall away to reveal.
I am beautiful. Boys will love me.
We're young!
Mary gleefully claps her hands together as Winifred inspects her transformed self appreciatively.
Well, younger, but it's a start.
Winifred, thou art a mere spring of a girl.
Liar. But I shall be a spring forever once I suck the lives out of all the children of Salem.
You hag! There are not enough children in the world to make thee young and beautiful.
Thackeray struggles to his feet, slowly regaining consciousness, barely able to stand. The three witches stare down at him.
Hag? Sisters, did you hear what he called you? Whatever shall we do with him?
Let's barbecue and fillet him.
Hang him on a hook and let me play with him.
No. Book? Darling, come to mommy.
Winifred's spellbook rises from its stand and floats into her waiting hands.
His punishment must be fulsome, more lingering. Dazzle me, darling.
The pages of the book flutter open.
Amnesia, no. Bunions, no. Chili bands, cholera, no. We can do better than that, I think.
The book flips again.
Ah, yes. Oh, let's see what we have. Oh, perfect. As usual.
Winifred snaps the book shut and hands it to Mary, who submissively returns it to its stand.
His punishment shall be not to die, but to live forever with his guilt.
As what,
Winnie? As what?
Jump back!
Sarah and Mary do as they're told. Winifred raises her hands, and the three begin to enchant.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Twist the bones and bend the back.
It's a carpeta. It's bella camistica.
Trim him of his baby fat.
It's a carpeta. Bella camistica.
Very good, very good. Give him fur black as black, just
like
this.
The three sisters hiss at Thackeray. Thackeray's point of view drops to the floor. The witches poke cruelly at camera. Thackeray's clothes lay about the ground. He appears to have vanished completely until the robes stir. Something is wriggling amongst them. Sarah pulls the garments aside to reveal a small black cat. The witches cackle triumphantly. They are quickly interrupted by a banging at the front door. Outside the window, the flames of torches and lanterns leap about.
Oh, Jeff, that's you. Sorry.
Witches, daughters of darkness, open this door.
hide the child.
Mary and Sarah quickly gather the cloaks from the ground and cover Emily with them.
Witches? There are no witches here, sir.
Don't get your knickers in a twist. We're all just 3 kindly old spinster ladies, you know.
Spending a quiet evening at home.
Sucking the lives out of little children.
Cut to Salem Village, night. The witches are set to be hanged. Nooses around their necks, their feet balancing on barrels which teeter beneath them. The townspeople gather in a crowd. Father Binks leaning at the front, Elijah close behind holding Winifred's spell book.
Aye, Winifred Sanderson.
Yes.
I will ask thee one final time.
Yes.
What hast thou done with me son, Thackeray?
Thackeray?
Answer me!
Well, I don't know. Cat's got my tongue.
The witches throw their heads back and cackle with laughter.
This is terribly uncomfortable.
Sisters, sing.
They chant.
Right.
Purify and spit on
The crowd gasps and cowers in fear.
Listen to them not. Cover your ears.
Elijah throws Winifred's spellbook to the ground, covering his ears with his hands. It lands right at Winifred's feet and flutters open.
Fools, all of you. My ungodly book speaks to you on All Hallows Eve when the moon is round. A virgin shall summon as from under the ground.
Lightning crashes.
Oh, we shall be back, and the lives of all the children of Salem, Salem shall be mine.
Camera pans up to and holds on the full moon as the witches shriek with laughter, but their shrieking is suddenly cut short as we hear barrels tumble from beneath them.
Poor Thackeray Binks. Neither his father, his mother, nor anyone else ever knew what became of him those 300 years ago.
Interior High School classroom day. Salem, Massachusetts, 1993. Among the students in the classroom are Allison Williamson, 15, the prettiest girl in town, and Max Dennison, 14, the new kid. At the front of the classroom is their spirited teacher, Miss Olin.
And so the Sanderson sisters were hanged by the Salem town folk. Now there are those who say that on Halloween night, a black cat still guards the old Sanderson house, warding off any who might make the witches come back to life.
Give me a break.
We seem to have a skeptic in our midst. Mr. Dennison, would you care to give your California laid-back, tie-dyed point of view?
Class laughs. Max is on his own here.
Okay, granted that you guys here in Salem are all into these black cats and witches and stuff, fine, but everyone knows that Halloween was invented by the candy companies.
The students groan and Miss Olin looks positively offended.
It just so happens that Halloween is based on the ancient feast called All Hallows Eve. It's the one night of the year where the spirits of the dead can return to Earth.
The children clap and cheer.
Oh.
Well said, Allison.
Max tears a page out of his notepad and scribbles something down. He then saunters over to Allison's desk.
Well, in case Jimi Hendrix shows up tonight, here's my number.
The class groans and whistles as the school bell rings. Allison takes the paper from Max's hand. Exterior schoolyard, later. Children eagerly dash from the school, some already in costumes, ready for the night's festivities. Max is headed home on his bike, but he spots Allison walking nearby and starts after her.
Allison.
Hi.
Hi, look, I'm sorry I didn't mean to embarrass you in class.
You didn't.
My name's Max Dennison.
Yeah, I know. You just moved here. Must be a big change for you.
Oh, the leaves are great, but I don't know about all this Halloween stuff.
You don't believe in it?
What, like the Sanderson sisters? No way.
Not even on Halloween?
Especially not on Halloween.
Allison pulls a piece of paper from her pocket and hands it to Max.
Trick or treat.
He walks away. Max just stares and stares and stares at her until she rounds the corner. He quickly unfolds the piece of paper only to see that she's returned his phone number. Bummer. Exterior Salem Street. Max rides home under an anvil of teenage angst. Wham! He runs into Jay and Ernie, 17, town jerks emeritus, an Axl Rose apostle, and a white rap fanatic. Ernie yanks Max off his bike and they get in his face.
Paul, who are you?
Max, I just moved here.
From where?
Los Angeles.
They stare at him blankly.
Oh, dude.
LA?
Oh, dude.
Tubular.
Jay, this is
Ernie quickly grabs Jay and takes him aside.
How many times I gotta tell you? My name ain't Ernie no more. It's Ice.
Maintaining their intimidating composure.
This is Ice.
Ernie spins around to reveal the word ice is shaved into the back of his short hair.
So let's have a bud.
No thanks, I don't smoke.
Oh, they're very health conscious in Los Angeles.
Both he and Jay laugh.
You got any cash, Hollywood?
No.
Gee, we don't get any smokes from you. We don't get any cash. What am I supposed to do with my afternoon?
Maybe you could learn to breathe through your nose.
Jay busts out a laugh, but catches himself following a cold stare from Ernie.
Whoa, check out the new cross trainers.
Cool, let me try them on.
Max is about to protest, but Ernie grabs him by the scruff. Max loses the shoes. Exterior Max's house. Max rides up his walkway barefoot. Max's parents, Dave and Jenny, are happily unpacking what's remaining from the move. Max enters, slamming the front door behind him.
Oh, hey Max, how was school?
It sucked.
Hey, watch your language.
I can't believe you made me move here.
Max storms upstairs.
Wasn't wearing any shoes.
Must be some sort of protest.
Interior Max's attic bedroom. Bud Light Babe and rock posters line the walls. A woodshop project, Skull and Bones mounted on his door, reads Max Only. The floor is littered with Coke cans. Completely defeated by the day, Max collapses onto his bed. He takes one of his pillows and hugs it close to his chest.
Oh, Allison, you're so soft. I just wanna...
Suddenly, Max's little sister, Danny, bursts out of the closet behind him.
Ooh!
Danny!
Ha ha ha! I scared you.
Danny jumps on the bed, 8 years old, face to face with Max.
Oh, I'm Allison. Kiss me, I'm Allison.
Mom and Dad told you to stay out of my room.
Don't be such a crab.
Max leaps to his feet away from her. Unfazed, Danny begins jumping on the bed.
Guess what? You're going to take me trick-or-treating.
Kiss you, Danny.
She stops jumping.
Mom said you have to.
Well, she can take you.
She and Dad are going to the party at Town Hall.
Well, you're 8. Go by yourself.
No way. It's my first time. I'll get lost. Besides, it's a full moon outside. The weirdos are out.
Danny leaps from the bed and wraps her arm around Max in a bear hug.
Come on, Max. Couldn't you forget about being a cool teenager for one night? Please? Come on. We used to have so much fun together trick-or-treating. Remember? It'll be like old times.
Danny, the old days are dead.
Danny drops the cute act and crosses her arms defiantly.
Well, it doesn't matter what you say. You're taking me.
Want to bet?
Danny runs in a spontaneous lather, getting in Max's face, screaming at the top of her lungs. Interior Max's house kitchen later that night. Danny descends the stairs waving gleefully, dressed in a darling witch outfit complete with a large pointed hat. Max's costume, a baseball cap and sunglasses. Jenny, laden with still camera and video, and Dave look proudly at their kids.
Let's go. Hurry up. The bewitching hour is about to begin. That's very scary. Wow. What about you, Max? What are you supposed to be?
A rap singer.
Oh, well, your hat should be on sideways, shouldn't it?
Hey, Halloween.
Halloween.
Jenny takes the picture. Exterior neighborhoods. A skeleton sits and waves. A killer front yard diorama. Halloween's big in Salem. Costumed kids roam the streets. Max is carting Danny from house to house, praying he won't be noticed.
Lighten up, Max.
Can we go home now?
No.
Max spots Jay and Ice and some of their friends harassing the kids passing by with candy. To Max's horror, Danny heads straight for them.
Ding, 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 ding.
Stop and pay the toll, kid.
10 chocolate bars, no licorice.
Dump out your sack.
Drop dead, moron.
Twerp, how'd you like to be hung off that telephone pole?
I'd like to see you try, because it just so happens I've got my big brother with me. Max.
Humiliated, Max inches forward. Jay and Ernie bust up.
Hollywood? Oh no!
So you're doing a little trick or treating?
I'm taking my little sister around.
Whoa, I love the costume. But what are you supposed to be? New kid on the block?
For your information, he's a little leaguer.
Jay, Ernie, and the other boys howl with laughter. Mortified.
Later.
Wait a minute. Everyone pays the toll.
Stuff it, zip face.
Why, you little...
Ice makes toward Danny, but Max steps in the way and hands over his swatch of candy.
Here, pig out. Come on, Danny, let's go.
Max leads Danny away.
In Hollywood, the shoes fit great.
Exterior, another neighborhood. Moments later, Max walks half a block ahead of Danny as she struggles with her half ton of candy.
You should have punched him.
He turns back.
They would have killed me.
At least you would have died like a man.
Hey, you just humiliated me in front of half the guys at school, so collect your candy and get out of my life.
Tears well in Danny's eyes. She's hurt.
I want to go home. Now.
Exterior, the Williamson house. Moments later, Danny collapses down on a hay pile on display in front of a large white fence, bawling her eyes out. Max sits with her.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just that I hate this place. I miss all my friends. I want to go home.
Well, this is your home now. So get used to it.
Give me one more chance.
Why should I?
Because I'm your big brother.
He laughs and they hug. A full moon hangs over the Sanderson house, far in the distance.
Whoa, check that out.
What?
Something just flew across the moon.
Danny looks up, a little spooked. Max sneaks up behind and gives her a playful jolt.
Ah!
A scared little squeak escapes from her. They both laugh.
Let's go, jerk face.
Max notices the house they've been sitting in front of. It's big, impressive. Party inside. Across its large white gates is a sign that reads Chestnut Place.
Whoa.
Check out this house.
Rich people. Will probably make us drink cider and bob for apples.
A beat. They nod to each other and go into the house. Interior, the Williamson house. Inside the house is just as immaculate as its exterior. The walls are lined with Halloween decorations. At the base of the large foyer staircase in the center of the room is a huge plastic cauldron filled with candy. There's a large catered party taking place in the dining room, all adults.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Spotting the cauldron, Danny immediately makes for it.
Jackpot!
Max Dennison.
Max quickly looks up and spots Allison dressed in a Victorian garb standing on the second floor landing. She looks magical.
Allison!
Oh, Allison.
Allison descends the staircase and comes to their side.
I thought you weren't into Halloween.
Well, I'm not. I'm just taking my little sister Danny around.
That's nice.
I always do it.
My parents made him.
Max jabs Danny in her side, shutting her up.
So, how's the party?
Boring. It's just a bunch of my parents' friends. I do this every year. Got candy duty. By the way, Danny, I love your costume.
Thank you. I really like yours too. Of course, I couldn't wear anything like that because I don't have any, what do you call them, Max? Yabos?
Max chokes. That's bad, but Allison laughs.
Max likes your yabos. In fact, he loves them.
Well, I'm really into witches.
Danny is suddenly best friends with Allison.
Really? Me too. We just learned about those sisters in school.
Oh, you mean the Sanderson sisters? I know all about them. My mom used to run the museum.
There's a museum about them?
Yeah, but they shut it down because a lot of spooky things happen there.
Well, why don't we go to this old Sanderson house?
Danny shakes her head no. Allison looks at him, tempted.
Well, come on. Make a believer out of me.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, let me change. They'll never miss me.
Allison motions off. Max stares and stares and stares.
Max, I'm not going up there. My friends at school told me all about that place. It's weird.
Danny, this is the girl of my dreams.
So take her to the movies like a normal person.
Look, just do this one thing for me and I'll do anything you say.
She thinks it over, enjoying the power.
Next year, we go trick-or-treating as Wendy and Peter Pan with tights, or it's no deal.
Max turns back to Allison, who disappears at the top of the staircase. Worth it.
Oh, okay, deal.
Exterior Sanderson house, night. Max, Allison, and Danny trudge the hillside in the ghostly moonlight. The old Sanderson house looms at its top.
Legend has it that the bones of 100 children are buried within these walls.
Oh, great.
Sign. The Sanderson House, circa 1642, home of Winifred, Sarah, and Mary Sanderson, hanged as witches. Donation, $3. The sign is rotting, the place is overgrown. A newer sign has been nailed over the old. Closed, no trespassers. Interior Sanderson House. Allison unlocks the front door and they head inside. It's spooky. The three stumble around in the dark.
Can't see a thing.
Well, there's a light switch around here somewhere.
Max finds a display of lighters, picks one up and flicks it. He helps Allison find the light switch and the lights come on. The displays are cobwebbed. Rainwater catch buckets. Velvet ropes form a guided tour past display signs, potions, strange devices, dried animals, and the cauldron. Wax witch effigies wearing cloaks huddle around it. Max ventures forward. Danny clings to his arm. Something watches them from the shadows.
Here's the original cauldron, and upstairs is where they slept.
Max feels his oats here. He ain't afraid of nothing. They move over to where Winifred's spell book is in a display case.
This is a spell book of Winifred Sanderson. It was given to her by the devil himself. The book is bound by human skin and contains the recipes for her most powerful and evil spells.
Yeah, I get the picture.
Close on the black candle display.
What's that?
Oh, that's the black flame candle.
Max goes over and reads the sign by the candle.
Black flame candle, made from the fat of a hangman. Legend says that on a full moon, it will raise the spirits of the dead when lit by a virgin on Halloween light. Oh, so let's light the sucker and meet the old broads. Want to do the honors?
No thanks.
Max moves to light the candle, but suddenly, with a panther-like yowl, a black cat leaps out of the darkness and lands on Max's back. For a moment, it hangs on, clawing him viciously. Max manages to throw it off him, and it disappears back into the shadows.
Stupid cat!
In the background through the window, the clouds drift away, revealing the full round moon. The room is suddenly illuminated. Allison and Danny are done.
Okay, Max, you've had your fun. It's time to go. Come on, Allison.
Max, she's right. Let's go.
Oh, come on. It's just a bunch of hocus pocus.
Max looks at the black flame candle. Without thinking, he lights it. Danny sees him.
Max! No!
The cat yowls in horror, but it's too late. As Max's lighter ignites the flame, but instead of giving off light, the flame literally sucks in the light around it like a black hole. Max, as he realizes he's just made the blunder of his life. With a sudden implosion, all the light in the room is sucked into the candle, while at the same time a strange, howling wind emanates out of the flame and blows around the room. Hellish laughter and screaming are heard as the wind gusts, blowing around dust and objects. Green light erupts from beneath the ground, carrying the buried ashes of the witches in streams up through the floorboards and into the wax dummies, lighting them from the inside out, melting the wax. The effigies moan like the undead. Wax drops off them in luminous, thick oogie. The plaster explodes from the mannequin. Moonlight filtered in the trillion of particles clears slowly. The kids duck behind various displays. They stare and shudder at what is impossibly manifested before them. Sanderson sisters, unchanged and pissed. They are slow to realize their good fortune. Wicked smiles stretch across their faces as they become aware of what has happened.
What happened?
A virgin lit the candle.
Back on witches.
Lenny?
Lenny?
Oh,
Oh, sorry. It's been hundreds of years. I haven't spoken in a long time. Sisters, we're home. Oh, sweet revenge. Do you see, sisters? My curse worked perfectly.
That's because thou art perfect, Weenie.
Sarah reaches up behind a pillar and brings down a long, scaly tendril.
My lucky rat tail. Right where I left it.
But who lit the black flame candle?
Winifred is immediately distracted when her eyes land upon her beloved spell book. She moves towards it and eagerly taps the display case it is exhibited in.
Wake up! Wake up, sleepyhead! Oh, I've missed you. Did you miss me too? Come on now. We've got work to do.
Winnie,
Yes.
I smell children.
Max, Allison, and Danny freeze in alarm.
Sick 'em.
It's a little girl, 7, maybe 8, 8.5.
Oh, let's play with her. I'm an idiot.
Winifred claps a hand over her mouth as the three witches approach the counter, behind which Danny is hiding.
Come on out, my dear. We will not harm thee.
We love children.
Winifred flips over the table, revealing Danny, who is petrified. Dressed as a witch, she thinks fast and pretends to be one.
I thought thou'd never come, sisters.
Greetings, little one.
'Twas I who brought you back.
Imagine such a pretty little child.
She's so well fed, isn't she? Plump. A skittish gay baby.
The three witches gather closely around her, pawing and poking with their sharp fingers.
Tell me, Dumpling, what is the year?
1993.
Sisters, we've been gone for 300 years.
Well, Winnie, how time flies.
When you're dead.
The witches howl with laughter.
It's been great fun, but I guess I better be going.
Oh, stay for supper.
I'm not hungry.
Oh, but we are.
The witches seize Danny with their talon-like hands. They are about to tear her to pieces when a voice shouts,
Hey, let go of my little sister.
Witches turn and see Max. Close on Winifred. Her electricity charges up. Her hair stands straight on end.
Roast him, Winnie!
No, let me play with him.
Suddenly, Winifred throws out her hands and zaps Max with a stream of crackling electrical energy. Mary and Sarah cackle with delight as Max is literally lifted off the ground, writhing in the electrical field.
I haven't lost my touch, sisters.
Now Danny gets mad.
You leave my brother alone!
He picks up a small pot and beans Winifred with it. Electrical charge is broken. Max slumps to the ground.
Mary!
Mary spins around and tries to grab Allison, who punches her square in the nose. With a ferocious yowl, the black cat leaps out from its hiding place high on a shelf and lands on Winifred's head, scratching and clawing at her.
Oh, Sarah, get this beast off of me!
Max comes to his senses, sees what's happening, and then spots a sprinkler system on the ceiling. He leaps atop the table in front of him.
Hey! Again.
Everyone freezes. Max clicks the lighter, flaming it. That catches the witch's attention.
You messed. Oh, sorry.
Fire with his hands.
You have messed with the great and powerful Max and must now suffer the consequences. I summon the burning rain of death.
Max, who has positioned himself perfectly, lifts his hand and holds the flame under an old sprinkler head on the ceiling. For a minute, nothing happens, and then an old fire alarm bell starts sounding, and all the sprinkler heads on the ceiling start gushing water. The witches scream in horror as they imagine they are about to die in agony of death. They cower beneath the second floor landing, unable to reach the front door for fear for their life. While the kids scramble to escape, the black cat, who is of course Thackeray Binks, leaps up onto Max's shoulder, putting his face right up to Max's.
Nice going, Max.
You can talk?
Yeah, no kidding. Now get the spell book. Come on, move it.
Someone do something!
It's the burning rain of death! Shut up!
Max grabs the spell book. He runs past the writhing witches. Binks scrambles after them outside.
My book! My book! He took my book!
Mary and Sarah attempt to hold Winifred back, but she brushes them aside easily and steps out from underneath the landing. But it's too late. The kids have vanished into the night.
Confounded.
Winnie, come back!
Shut up! It is but water.
Mary and Sarah hesitantly move forward. Of course, nothing happens. Sarah opens her mouth and begins lapping up the falling droplets.
Most refreshing.
Ah, it is. It is.
You idiots! The boy has tricked us, and he has stolen the book. After them!
Exterior Sanderson House, night. Led by Mary's nose, the witches hurry after the children. They stop just shy of the road. Black, concrete, a little wet.
There's a black river.
Perhaps it's not too deep.
She puts her foot out to test it, but Winifred and Mary shove her onto the asphalt. Sarah stumbles across the road and stands there, drowning in oxygen.
Ah! 'Tis firm.
Winifred makes a cautious step out onto the road.
Careful, Winnie.
'Tis firm as a stone. Firm as a stone. It's firm as a stone. It's firm as a stone.
Why, it's a road. Sisters, my book!
Wonk. Huge headlights cut out of the darkness. They barrel straight for the witches, who scream. They leap for the bushes and hide there, watching as a fire truck speeds by, sirens blaring. It stops at the Sanderson house. Exterior field outside graveyard. Binks leads the way. Danny, Allison, and Max hurry after him. They approach the gates of the Salem County Cemetery.
Whoa. This is a graveyard.
His hollow ground. Witches can't set foot here.
The girls are taken aback. They turn to Max.
He talks.
Follow me.
Binks squeezes through the iron gates. The gang follows. Exterior Salem County Cemetery. The kids follow Binks through the graveyard, past tombstones and sculpted grave markers.
Over here. I want to show you something. Give you an idea of exactly what we're dealing with.
Binks stops at a gravestone that reads, William Butcherson, Lost Soul.
William Butcherson.
Billy Butcherson was Winifred's lover, but she found him sporting with her sister Sarah. So she poisoned him and sewed his mouth shut with a dull needle, so he couldn't tell her secrets, even in death. Winifred always was the jealous type.
You're Thackeray Binks.
Yes.
The legends are true.
Yes, well, come along. I want to show you something else.
Exterior Sanderson house. The firemen kill the sprinklers and head for the truck.
Teenagers again. I hate Halloween.
Man, this is the worst night of the year.
The sisters are still hiding amongst the thicket of hedge that surrounds their home.
Who are they? Boys!
Witch hunters. Observe, they wear black robes and carry axes to chop the wood to burn us.
Hold me.
Sarah is unfazed. In fact, she snatches up a bug.
What a pretty spider!
She eats it. The fire truck rumbles away. The witches emerge from the bushes.
Sisters, let's make one thing clear, perfectly clear. The magic that brought us back only works tonight on All Hallows Eve, when the sun comes up. We're dust, toast.
Mary and Sarah stare at her blankly.
Pudding!
Mary jumps back screaming. Sarah just giggles.
Fortunately, the potion I brewed that night we were hanged will keep us alive and young forever.
The sisters sigh in relief.
Unfortunately, the recipe for that potion is in my spellbook, and the little wretches have stolen it. Therefore, it stands to reason, does it not, sisters dear, that we must find the book, brew the potion, and suck the lives out of the children of Salem before sunrise? Otherwise, it's curtains and we evaporate, cease to exist. Dost thou comprehend?
Oh, you explained it beautifully, Winnie. The way you started out with the adventure part and you slowed up into the...
Explain what?
Come.
Winifred spins grandly, her witch robes twirling, heads for the house. The dunces follow. Exterior Salem County Cemetery. Binks sits by the grave of his sister, Emily. Danny and Allison listen intently as Binks tells his tale. Max is still peeved.
Because of me, my little sister's life was stolen. For years, I waited for my life to end so I could be reunited with my family. But Winifred's curse of immortality kept me alive. Then one day, I figured out what to do with my eternal life. Now, I'd failed with Emily, but I wouldn't fail again. When Winifred and her sisters returned, I'd be there to stop them. So for 300 years, I guarded the house on All Hallows Night when I knew some airhead virgin might light the candle.
Nice going, airhead.
Hey, look, I'm sorry, okay? But we're talking about 3 ancient hags versus the 20th century. How bad can it be?
That was in the trailer.
Yeah.
The log line.
Yeah.
How bad?
Bad.
Allison goes to look inside the spellbook.
Stay out of there!
Thackeray leaps onto Allison's lap, snapping the book shut.
Why?
It holds Winifred's most dangerous spells. She must not get it.
Max takes the book from Allison and throws it to the ground. He retrieves his lighter from his pocket and clicks it to life.
So, let's torch the sucker.
He tries to burn it with the lighter, but the flames are repelled.
It's protected by magic.
Suddenly, laughter from overhead. Skyward. The Sanderson sisters appear in the sky on broomsticks. Allison and Danny take cover. Winifred and her sisters air huddle.
Oh,
Oh, Jamie, nice!
Oh my god! Oh my god. Look at
Vinny, you have a line. It's just a bunch of hocus pocus, Sarah. Oh, it's just a bunch of hocus pocus.
Yeah.
Sarah? Mary?
The sisters fly and surround our little group of heroes. Mary dive bombs Danny, who flattens to the ground. Mary's broom inches above her. Sarah floats menacingly above Max and extends a hand towards him.
Brave little virgin who lit the candle. I'll be thy friend.
This strikes a chord in Allison, who comes at her with a tree branch.
Hey, sister, take a hike.
She swings it hard and thwaps Sarah across the head. She recoils.
Now I'm even more stupid. Come to mommy.
The spellbook leaps. Binks interjects, jumping on top of it.
Great nut!
Thackeray Binks, thou mangy feline, still alive.
And waiting for you.
Oh, Well, my legs hurt. All right, let me sit down. All right.
That thou hast waited in vain, and thou wilt fail to save thy friends, just
As thou hast failed to save thy sister.
They can't touch us here, right?
Well, they can't.
I don't like the way you said that.
Winifred hovers above the gravestone of William Butcherson. Her hair stands on end as she begins to cast a spell.
Unfaithful lover, long since dead, deep asleep in thy wormy bed, wriggle thy toes, open thine eyes, twist thy fingers towards the sky. Life is sleepy, be not shy, on thy feet, so saith I.
Winifred snaps her craggy fingers. The grave marker rolls. Rotted coffin planks erupt from the grave. Then Billy the Butcher climbs out. A rotted corpse, his mouth sewn shut. He blinks the dirt from his eyes, which are somehow miraculously intact. Nothing else about him is, though. Danny, Allison, and Max are struck dumb and frozen stiff. Billy looks around bewildered. He spots the gravestone behind him that bears his name and lets out a sad, muffled sigh. Damn.
Hi. Hello, Billy. Catch those children. Get up. Get out of the ditch. Faster.
Billy moves on Allison. Max and Danny, who run after Binks, making tracks out of the graveyard. Billy runs into a low branch, knocks his head off, fumbles around for his noggin. The kids sprint for the cemetery wall and disappear into a hole in the ground. Interior, sewer tunnel, complete darkness. The sound of Max's lighter catching, then illumination.
What is this place, Binks?
It's the old Salem crypt. It connects to the sewer and up to the street.
Charming.
Don't look up, Danny.
Don't worry, I won't.
Relax. I've hunted mice down here for years.
Mice?
Exterior Salem County Cemetery, witches, airborne.
Oh, cheese and crusts. He's lost his head. Ugh! That Thackeray Binks.
Billy recovers, screwing his head back on.
Billy, which way did they go?
Billy hates Winifred and just stares at her blankly. Sarah gives him a cute little wave, which he returns.
Billy, listen to me. Follow those children, you maggot museum, and get my book. Then come find us. We'll be ready for them. Get moving down the hole.
The sisters land just outside the iron gates outside graveyard. Sarah, the spiraling meteor crash lands like a model rocket in front of the cemetery. Winifred and Mary land nearby. They stow their brooms and consider their situation.
Sniff them out, Mary.
Mary's nostrils flare.
There. No, I can't. They've gone too far. I've lost them.
Winifred violently grabs a hold of Mary's ear.
I'll have your guts for garters, girl. Confound it. Very well. We must outwit them. When Billy the Butcher gets here with my book, we shall be ready. We must start collecting children.
Why?
Because, you great buffoon, we want to live forever. Not just until tomorrow. The more children's lives we snatch, the longer we shall live.
Right. Let us fly.
They move toward their brooms, but Mary stops them.
Oh, wait! Sisters, I have an idea. Since the promises to be most dire and stressful evening, I suggest we form a calming circle.
I am calm!
Thou art not being honest with thyself, are we? Gammon?
They take each other's arms and form a
Devin?
circle, bowing their heads.
Thick, soothing thoughts, rabid bats, black death, mother's scorpion pie.
Mother!
It seems to have worked. The sisters retrieve their brooms, focused, determined, until honk, Salem bus lines. The witches scream in terror. A huge bus pulls up beside them. The doors fly open with a wheeze. Driving the bus is Jeff Blim. Chewing gum, Jeff Blim looks at the witches in admiration. He thinks they're very sexy.
Bubble, I'm in trouble.
Tell me, my friend, what is this contraption?
I call it a bus.
And its purpose?
To convey gorgeous creatures such as yourselves to your most forbidden desires.
The witches giggle like schoolgirls.
Well, you see, we desire children.
Well, that may take me a couple of tries, but I don't think that'll be a problem. Hop on up.
Marvelous.
Winifred and Mary quickly get their brooms while Sarah continues to look at Jeff Blim affectionately. She then quickly goes to her broom. All three climb aboard.
Thank you.
Ooh, I need one of those instant ice packs. You girls are giving me a fever. Ow!
Exterior Salem Street, downtown. A manhole is pushed open by Max. Binks springs out, immediately caught in a set of headlights. Max ducks down. A loud horn doppels by overhead. Thump, doof, and a screaming yelp. Then silence. Max, Danny, and Allison climb out. They stand looking down with saddened faces. Their fears confirmed. Binks has been ran over. Danny rushes to Max's side, tears streaming down her face when suddenly Allison's hand jumps to her mouth. Max's eyes widen. Pop, a stuck plunger pulled off smooth glass. Then Binks springs to his feet, shakes his little head like a cartoon character after a good steamrolling.
I hate it when that happens.
The kids stare at him in stunned silence.
What? I told you, I can't die. Danny, are you all right?
Yeah.
Okay then, let's go.
The bus is traveling, interior bus, night. The bus is traveling way too fast, mounting curbs, chasing children out of the street. Sarah is seated in Jeff Blim's lap, steering the wheel while he works the pedals.
Hey, Buttercup. Has anyone ever told you you're very easy on the eyes?
Suddenly, Mary rises to her feet. She reaches up and pulls the emergency cord that runs from the front to the back of the passenger area. The bus screeches to a halt.
I smell children.
Marvelous.
Sarah happily hops off the driver's lap and joins her sisters. They go to disembark.
Hey, Cupcake, don't I get your phone number? Your area code? You want my route schedule?
Thou wouldst hate me in the morning.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, believe me, thou wouldst.
Ah, fucking party pooper.
Farewell, mortal busboy.
That's in the
Exterior
script.
neighborhood street.
The F word's in the script.
Costumed trick-or-treaters are everywhere. The witches stow their brooms against a fence and contemplate the street in horror. Ghoulies, ghosts, and Jawas run by. Mary shudders.
What are those? What's that?
A little girl dressed as an angel comes up to them and gives a curtsy.
Bless you.
The sisters scream in terror.
Enough.
I'm very confused. I smell children, but I don't see children. I've lost my powers.
Enough.
Clifford clues in. A little zombie approaches. She whips the kid's mask off.
Hey, cool it, man.
A child.
Mary reaches for the kid, but he blindsides her with his candy sack and runs away.
Weirdos.
Sisters, All Hallows Eve has become a night of frolic where children wear costumes and run amok.
Amok?
Jabs her in the stomach with her elbow. Exterior town hall, night. The town's annual Halloween party is in progress. The place is packed. Adults in elaborate costumes hang outside smoking and drinking. Max, Allison, Danny, and Binks approach at a jog. Interior town hall. Max, Allison, Danny, and Binks stand talking in the noisy, crowded room, which is filled with adults dressed in bizarre costumes. This is the one night of the year when the adult population of Salem gets to act out their wildest fantasies, and they make the most of it.
Oh, great. How are we ever going to find Mom and Dad in this place?
Max and Allison go one way, Danny and Binks go another. On Max and Allison, moving through the crowd, suddenly a pair of white hands clamp around Max's neck. Max and Allison jump. Camera pulls back to reveal a white-faced vampire. In fact, Max's dad, costumed as Dracula.
Oh, Dad.
It's not Dad, it's Dadula. Oh my goodness, who must this charming young blood donor be?
Dad, something terrible's happened.
Danny, what's wrong?
No, Danny's fine.
Good. Excuse me. Come here.
On Danny and Binks. Moving through the crowd, she hears somebody call her name, looks up and sees a heavily made-up woman wearing an absurdly tight dress, a frightful-looking blonde wig, and bright red lipstick. A huge crucifix dangles between two homemade, very pointy, pink cellophane breast projections. Danny is horrified.
Mom? What are you supposed to be?
Madonna. well, obviously, don't you think?
Exterior outside town hall. The witches, following Mary's nose, approach through the parking lot. The folks outside pay little attention to them, taking them for fellow partiers. Back inside on Max, Dave, and Allison.
Shoot, Max, look, whatever it is, just tell me.
On Danny and her mom.
This cat here, Binks, right? He can talk. My brother's a virgin. He lit the black flame candle. The witches are back from the dead, and they're after us. We need help.
How much candy have you had, honey?
Mom, I haven't OD'd. I haven't even had a piece. There really are witches. They're gonna fly, and they're gonna eat all the kids in Salem. They're real.
All right, let's just find your father.
The witches enter the hall. They split up and move through the crowd, looking for the kids.
Slither about. Find them.
Back on Max, Jenny, Dave, Danny, and Allison.
Here, hold this.
Where are you going?
Max!
Max pushes his way to the town hall stage, leaving everyone bewildered. On stage is the band. Matt Dayon leads local vocals alongside Sam Jonacles on guitar and Josh Fleury on bass and Austin Farmer on drums. Max hops up on stage and motions for them to cut the music. Takes the microphone from Matt.
Hey man, cut the music. Cut the music.
Hey man, I'm in the middle of a song here.
No, it's an emergency. Only for a minute. Will everybody listen up, please?
Crowd becomes hushed.
Your kids are in danger. 300 years ago, the Sanderson sisters bewitched people, and now they've returned from their grave. Hey man, I'm serious. It's not a joke. I know this sounds dumb, but they're here tonight. They're right over there.
A spotlight hits the sisters, who are closing in on the stage. The audience, still not sure what's going on, turns their gaze on the Sandersons, who, assuming they're caught, bare their teeth and hold out their talons. The crowd pulls back and applauds appreciatively, taking this for a spectacular Halloween put-on. Winifred relaxes and plays along.
Thank you, Max, for that marvelous introduction.
Oh.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Just one moment, everyone. I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. You can't stop the things I do. I ain't lying. Oh, it's been 300 years, right down to the day. And now the witch is back, and there's hell to pay. I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. Hello, Salem. My name's Winifred. What's yours? I put a spell on you, and now you're gone. My whammy fell on you, and it was strong. Your wretched little lives have all been cursed because of all the witches working. I'm the worst. You put a spell on you, and now you're mine. Watch out. If you don't believe, you better get superstitious. Ask my sisters.
She's vicious.
I put a spell on you. I put a spell on you. Sisters? Sisters? Yes? I
and to buy up a maybe up and die in comma koreoma. Hi,
Yeah!
Hello.
Wow.
Dance until you die.
She and her sisters laugh. The partygoers are entranced, hypnotized, dancing feverishly. This is going to be a long night. Exterior Salem, Main Street. The kids rush back through town. Binks pads along beside them. They pause at the end of an alley behind a restaurant to catch their breath. A sign reads, "Parking for Cap'n Crab's seafood place only. All others will be towed." That means you, sailor. Beside it, a large tank filled with live lobsters. Max kicks over some trash cans in frustration.
This is really bad.
Max, come on. Calm down.
Look, I want you to take Danny back to your house and don't let her out of your sight.
Max, I'm not leaving you.
They duck for cover when the back door of a restaurant opens and one of the cooks exits looking for a lobster.
Okay, guys, who's going for the jacuzzi?
Picks one up and heads back inside. As soon as he's gone, the kids come out of hiding. Allison uses an oven to get her balance, and the oven door swings open. She looks at it and then smiles at the others.
I have an idea.
Exterior Cromwell School. Witches follow the kids sent across the field toward the school, which looks ominous in the moonlight.
What is this place? Smells of children.
It is a prison for children.
Interior school corridor. The witches creep around the corner and into the school corridors, which stretch out in several directions. Max's voice is coming through from the PA systems, and the witches are baffled.
Welcome to High School Hell. I'm your host, Boris Karloff Jr. It's time to meet our three contestants, Sarah, Mary, and Winifred Sanderson. Read any good spell books lately?
Binks sits patiently in the middle of the hall.
Get him!
They pounce toward Binks and he slithers around a corner. They go to make after him, but stop when they hear a female's voice.
Mariah,
You're muted.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I maybe played to hear the French translation before I said it. And it's still bad. Hello, welcome to the library. Bonjour, bienvenue à la bibliothèque.
Bibliothèque.
Her nose
I'm
points
sorry,
into the
Nick.
ceramic.
No, that's good. You're great.
The witches rush inside the ceramic shop. The witches rush and spring upon the kids.
Now we've got you.
Oops. The voice comes from a Walkman inside the large kiln. The source of Mary's smellment is a sock from each of the kids placed on top. The witches approach cautiously.
What was that?
Hello, I want to find a book.
Yes.
Suddenly, the kids appear in the doorway outside. Allison leans against the kiln door and slams it shut. The witches scream in frustration as they press their faces up against the inside of the portal. Binks swats the ignite button. Whoosh! An ocean of flame fills the kiln. The witches howl, burning alive.
Danny's like 8 years old. She watches three women burn alive.
Traumatized. Heavy.
Erica.
She goes, good.
Exterior Cromwell High School athletic field, night. The kids rush outside the school and stop, seeing smoke rising from the kiln chimney. Binks hangs his head. 300 years of weighty purpose lifts from his shoulders. His eyes well up. Danny, Allison, and Max rejoice in their victory.
Farewell, Winifred Sanderson. We did it, Binks. We stopped them.
I've wanted to do that for 300 years, since they took Emily.
Really miss her, don't you? Man, you can't keep blaming yourself for that. That happened so long ago.
Take good care of Danny, Max. You'll never know how precious she is.
With a sigh, Binks begins to potter away.
Hey, Binks. Where do you think you're going? You're a Dennison now, buddy. One of us.
Come on, Binks. Let's go home.
Home.
Back in the ceramic shop, the chimney smoke begins to form three sinister shapes. The Sanderson sisters are reforming. With an electrical charge, the door to the kiln blasts off its hinges. Winifred, Sarah, and Mary exit, covered in soot. They are pissed.
Hello. I want my book. Bonjour, je veux mon livre.
Interior Max's attic bedroom. The gang are all in Max's room. Danny lays on Max's bed, Binks curled in her arms. The little guys are all tuckered out. Max and Allison are sitting together in the corner. They're getting comfortable.
You're my kitty now. You'll have milk and tuna fish every day, and you'll only hunt mice for fun.
You're going to turn me into one of those fat, useless, contented house cats.
You betcha. You know, Binks, I'll always take care of you. And my children will take care of you too. And their children after that. And theirs after that. Forever. And ever. And ever.
Oh.
Exterior woodsy area. A little later, Jay and Ernie are walking down a moonlit path, eating candy from Max's bag and throwing toilet paper across tree branches.
You want to smash some pumpkins?
Nah.
Well, then you want to look in windows and watch babes undress?
It's late. They're all undressed already.
Well, then you think of something.
I don't feel so good.
That's because you're eating too much candy, you oinker.
Suddenly they look up and see Winifred, Sarah, and Mary. They've lost their brooms, their robes, and their robes are singed. Winifred is fuming. Mary violently grabs Ernie's foot and inhales deeply through her nostrils. They are, of course, Max's cross trainers.
Yo, witch, get your face off my shoe.
Oh, wrong boy. Sorry, Winnie.
Why was I cursed with such idiot sisters?
I'm just lucky, I guess.
Oh man, how come it's always the ugly chicks that stay out late?
The
Yeah.
sisters turn back to the guys with menace.
Chicks.
Interior, the Sanderson home. Later, Jay and Ernie are now hanging in cages from the ceiling. They sob.
We haven't much time left. We shall have to make the potion from memory.
Hey, let us out of here, man.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah, we think you're really cute.
I've got to think.
Remember, Winnie. Remember, Winnie. Remember.
Yes, now I remember. I was here. The book was there. You, Mary, you were here. Sarah, you were in the back, dancing idiotically. The book said, oh, I remember it like it was yesterday, oil of boil and a dead man's nose.
Dead man's toes.
Or maybe it was his thumbs or gums.
I don't know.
Chungs.
There's no such thing as chung.
No, you're right.
I am?
Oh, it's no use. I don't remember the ingredients. Oh, I've got to have my book.
Winifred runs over to the window and throws it open, calling out into the night.
Book, come home or make thyself known.
She weeps. Interior, Max's attic bedroom, night. Allison stared forlornly at Binks. Max's eyes divide their time between Binks and Allison.
Poor Binks.
Yeah. Poor Banks. We owe him a lot. Could we find some way to help him?
Allison's eyes drift to the spellbook on the floor. After a considerable amount of indecision, she reaches for it.
Look. The witches used to put the spell on him. Maybe there's a way in here to take it off.
I don't know. Binks told us not to open it.
Well, the witches are dead. What harm could it do?
Okay, just be careful.
I will. Hold my hand.
They hold hands. The spellbook opens. Pages riffle. The words are in flux. The words come together. Allison's hair streams upward as if some invisible hairdryer were upturned beneath her. She's clueless to this. An orange-flamed force rises from the book, escapes out the window, and rises high into the night sky. Interior Sanderson cottage. Winifred is sitting, weeping, Mary is distraught and doesn't know what to do. Sarah is joyfully spinning Jay and Ernie in their cages. They grow green with nausea.
Do you want to hit me? Would that help?
Winnie weakly hits her.
Go. This is the end. I feel it. We are doomed. I feel the icy breath of death upon my neck. Mary, take me to the window. I wish to say goodbye.
Mary helps her up and they both slowly make their way over to the shutters.
Goodbye, cruel, cruel world.
Bye-bye, cruel world.
Goodbye to life.
Bye-bye, life.
Goodbye to all that.
They reach the window and Winifred looks out. With delight, she spots the signal from the spellbook, a beacon in the distance. Her face twists into an excited smile.
Sisters, observe. They opened it just when our time was running out. Come, we fly.
We fly? What?
Winifred whistles. A modern type nylon bristle angle broom flies to her. Sarah whistles. Skirting over comes a wet mop. Harry whistles. A 30-year-old chrome-railed Electrolux vacuum chugs out of the closet and over to her. Exterior Sanderson home. With an impressive flurry of cape, Winifred mounts her broom.
Into the night.
Just take to the sky. Interior Max's attic bedroom. As Allison turns the pages.
Oh, listen to this. Only a circle of salt can protect thee from thy power.
Suddenly there's a yowl, and Thackeray's black paw slams the book shut. Binks leaps upon the closed book, keeping it shut.
We were just trying to help you.
Well, don't! Nothing good can come from this book. Got it?
Exterior Max's house. It's too late. The witches land gently. A bony finger pokes through the screen in the window and slowly, silently tears it open. Max's house. Max is searching around in the cupboard. He finds a large package of salt and drops it down to Allison.
Salt.
Oh, look. It says to form a circle of salt to protect from zombies, witches, and old boyfriends.
And what about new boyfriends? Huh?
This is not the little boy she was with earlier in the evening. They lean in, about to kiss, but they pull back as they hear a clatter from upstairs. Uh-oh.
Danny!
They both run upstairs. Max's attic bedroom. They burst into the room. It appears that Danny is still asleep under the covers. Binks is nowhere to be seen.
Max, the book is gone. I'm telling you, something's weird.
Danny, wake up!
Max pulls back the covers to reveal Sarah Sanderson.
Trick or treat.
Sarah is holding a squirming sack. Binks is in it. The closet door blasts open. Winifred appears clutching the spellbook.
Looking for this?
Mary comes out from behind her with an arm around Danny's neck, her hand clasped over the little girl's mouth. Max charges Winifred, who opens the spellbook. A glowing green force erupts from it. It knocks Max out cold.
Boy down.
Allison stands defensively in front of his unconscious form. She spins round, ensconcing them in a protective circle of salt. It splashes Sarah's outstretched hand. It burns a little.
Oh! Salt. What a clever little witch. But it will not save thy friends. No. Come on, sisters. The candle's magic is almost spent. Dawn approaches.
She whistles. Their flying apparatuses soar in, smashing through the bedroom wall. The witches whisk off, cackling damnably.
Max, are you okay? Come on, get up! Get up!
Max slowly comes to.
Where's Danny?
Exterior sky, witches. The witches gaze across Salem City.
Use thy voice, Sarah. Fill the sky. Bring little brats to die.
Sarah hovers lower and begins singing.
Give me a second. Come, little children, I'll take thee away into a land of
of enchantment. She does this a lot in the movie. Come, little children, the time's come to play. Here in my garden of magic.
Without waking
That's it. I wrote it myself.
Without waking, the children of Salem leave their rooms. They follow Sarah's siren call. Interior Max's house at the window. Max and Allison look down into the street. Walking like little pajama zombies are the sleepwalking children of Salem.
Hey! Hey, you guys, don't listen to her!
But the children are under her spell and do not notice him.
Max, I figured it out.
What?
Winifred said the candle's magic will soon be spent, and that dawn approaches. Well, the black flame candle only brought them back for this one Halloween night. And unless they can steal the lives of children when the sun comes up, they're dust.
Yeah, but how can we make the sun come up? They've got Danny. We need a miracle.
Interior Sanderson House. Binks is still in the sack, hung off a utensil hook over the crackling fire. Danny's tied to a wooden chair, exactly as was Emily Binks, struggling to escape. The witch's conjure. The cauldron is once again aboil. Sarah enters the home proudly.
The children are coming!
Well done, Sister Sarah.
Interior Road approaching Sanderson House. Max and Allison are driving in his family's station wagon. Max sits behind the wheel, cutting a wild path across forest and asphalt. Allison is in the passenger seat. The witch children march up the road.
Come on, get out of the way, move it!
Interior Sanderson House. Winifred consults the spellbook and adds ingredients. Sarah and Mary take testing pokes at Jay and Ernie, who are still suspended in cages.
I'm gonna Ralph.
Soon the lives of all thy little friends will be mine, and thou shalt be and I shall be young and beautiful forever.
It doesn't matter how young you are. You sold your soul. The ugliest thing that's ever lived, and you know it.
Winifred hisses at her.
You die first.
Winifred takes a bite of her tongue and spits it into the cauldron. The cauldron bubbles and splatters.
'Tis ready. Where's my spoon? There it is. Now pry open her mouth.
Gladly.
Danny, don't drink it!
Shut up, you.
Winifred labels a spoon of the glob and steps toward Danny when Max comes crashing through the front door. The witches spin to see him standing in the darkened doorway. Beyond him, the children of Salem are almost at the house.
Hollywood.
Prepare to die. Again.
You have no powers here, you fool.
Maybe not, but there's a power greater than your magic, and that's knowledge. And there's one thing that I know that you don't.
And what's that, dude?
Daylight savings time.
Yeah, it's saving time.
Out the window, the sun is rising. The witches turn away from the light in horror. Max grabs Binks and Danny and then kicks the cauldron over and heads out the door.
The sun! It hurts!
The sisters all collapse to the floor and lay there in a heap.
Oh, hey, let us out of here, man.
Help! Hey, Hollywood, help us out here!
Max reaches up and takes his shoes off Ice's feet.
Tubular.
Ernie bursts into tears. Exterior Sanderson House, night. Allison's playing the dimmer switch on the car headlights, focused at the house window. The gang splits. Back inside, Winifred, Mary, and Sarah all lay in a heap on the floor. We can hear the doors of the car shut and the car driving off. They all open their eyes.
I'm alive!
That boy, he tricked us again.
You're right. You're always right.
It is my curse. That and you too. Oh, get off me, you thundering oafs. Look, the candle's magic is almost out. and my potion, my beautiful potion. Look, there's just enough left for one child. Get the vial.
And look, Winnie, more children come?
Winnie, we'll make more potion because we have the book. We haven't the time. Besides, I want to get that little rat-faced kid that called me.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Just don't say it.
Ugly?
Winifred bursts into tears and weakly slaps Sarah's arm.
I didn't get that inflection right. He called me, yes. She really hurt my feelings. She doesn't even know me. You know, I always wanted a child. And now, to think I'll have one on toast.
Sarah and Mary burst out laughing. Dave's car moving. This time, Allison speeds the car down the hill. The witches dive bomb it. Mary crash lands on the roof like an anvil. Danny screams. Allison hits the brakes. Screech! The car stops on a dime. Mary vaults into the darkness over the hood. Allison guns it, just as they're all feeling safe. Alongside the car, like the famous Wizard of Oz shot, is Winifred.
Oh shit, Robert.
Pull over! Let me see your driver's permit.
She laughs and then tries to pull Allison out of the car, but Max holds on to her.
Resisting arrest.
Allison is able to disentangle herself from her. She flings out her hand to fend off another attack, and Winifred is knocked onto some bushes. The kids clear. Allison bodies the wagon to a stop. Max flies open the hatchback and grabs his baseball bat, switchblade, and packet of salt. The gang quickly make for the Salem County Cemetery.
Go, run!
Allison, Binks, and Danny make it inside the gate, but before Max gets through, out of the darkness pops Billy the Butcher, running full bore and wobbly. Max pulls out his switchblade, but is overpowered by Billy, who puts him in a headlock of sorts. The witches finally arrive, hovering overhead.
Billy, kill him if you must. Just bring me that child, that Danny, and put some wiggle in it, you putrid, festering soul.
Billy takes Max's knife and raises it high into the air.
No!
Billy swings the blade down and cuts the strings that hold his mouth shut. Billy takes a very deep breath. A spider escapes his mouth.
Come along now. Kill him. Do it.
Billy looks up at Winifred with disgust.
Finch! Trollop! You buck-toothed firefly from hell!
Oh!
I've waited centuries to say that.
Say what you want, just don't breathe on me.
Billy, I killed you once. I shall kill you again, you maggoty-mouthed peasant. Hang on to your head.
Max and Billy race inside the cemetery gates, tearing like madmen down the hill, skidding towards Binks and Allison, who are standing at the ready. Danny is safe inside a circle of salt, which surrounds Billy's open grave.
Max, come on!
Max, move out of the way!
Allison raises the salt above her head, as though to attack Billy. He cowers.
No, wait. He's a good zombie.
Oh.
Allison lowers the salt, surprised.
Come on! We'll have to hold them off until dawn. It's our only hope.
Hi, Billy.
Billy climbs alongside her in his open grave.
You'll be safe in here.
Suddenly, a roar from the treetops. The witches hover overhead.
Here they come! Billy, guard Danny, Max, Allison, spread out!
For the last time, prepare to meet thy doom.
Max swings his bat at her, and she laughs.
Oh, you little pest. I've had enough of you.
He grabs a hold of his stick and tosses it at Max's side. Sarah and Mary make a beeline towards Allison. She throws salt into the air, which deflects them.
Go to hell!
Oh, I've been there, thank you. I found it quite lovely.
Winifred takes a nosedive and aims right for Billy, but at the last moment, she curves her broom upward and knocks off Billy's head. Danny gives a shriek and then crawls out of her safe haven to get his head.
Billy, I think you dropped this.
Winifred spots Danny out of the grave as she heads right for her. She claws her talons into Danny's shoulder and pulls her high into the air. Danny!
Bye-bye, big brother.
Winifred whips out a vial from her cloak. Within it is the remains of the potion.
Hold on, Danny!
This'll teach you to call people ugly. Open your mouth, I say.
Binks takes a running leap up a tree and lands right on Winifred. He knocks the vial out of her hand and attacks her in a flying whirl of gnashing teeth and claws. Winifred howls and then hurls him to the ground. He hits Emily's gravestone and lies still in a broken heap beside it. Max springs forward to catch the vial before it hits the ground.
Give me that vial.
Put her down or I'll smash it.
Smash it, and she dies.
Max!
No!
Max makes a quick decision and he downs the potion himself. He tosses the empty vial aside.
Max! No!
Now you have no choice. You have to take me.
Winifred lowers herself, hovering menacingly, only about a foot off the ground. Mad, but respects she has been outwitted. Her lips curl into a cruel grin.
What a fool to give up thy life for thy sisters.
She tosses Danny down and grabs Max by the front of his shirt. They struggle as she lifts him into the air.
Sisters! Sisters! Lily, I'm coming!
Mary flies right by Allison, Billy, and Danny. They grab the extension cord from the vacuum and hang onto it.
Whoa! Come on!
I'm going to teach you a lesson you'll never forget.
Sarah flies over to Mary to try to help and free her. Max has begun to glow, light streaming around him, his life force. Winifred purses her gruesome lips and inhales.
Let go! Now!
The rest of the gang release the vacuum cord, sending Sarah and Mary flying high up into the air, out of control. Max knocks Winifred's hands away from him. They both lose balance and plummet downwards. Winifred hits hallowed ground. A beat. Nothing happens. Victory churns her face into a warped grin. She gets up and crawls over to Max. She picks him off the ground and with impossible strength, raising him high above her. Behind him, the sun begins to rise. Winifred is about to inhale when she looks down at her dress. The fabric is turning to stone. The affliction runs from her feet up in a rapid crawl. Winifred's talon claws shake involuntarily. Just before her terrified shrieks fade from her lips, she is lost to stony death altogether, and she cries, "Book!" Max drops from her grasp as she turns completely to stone. Winifred has become a sepulchre angel engraved with this inscription: Winifred Sanderson, born 1617, hanged 1692, died 1992. Up in the air, the witches grow fearful. A bird sings. The sun is rising fast. First ray of dawn cuts through the trees.
Winnie! Goodbye.
Uh-oh! Bye-bye!
They both turn instantly to dust and are blown away on a passing, gentle breeze. Sarah's mop and the Electrolux vacuum drop harmlessly to the ground. In a flash of green, Winifred's statue explodes and showers the graveyard with dust. The witches are dead. The gang rushes together.
Max! Max, are you okay?
Yeah, I think so.
You saved my life.
Well, I had to. I'm your big brother.
I love you, jerk face.
I love you too.
Danny and Allison help Max to his feet. Billy crawls back into his grave with a sigh.
Bye, Billy. Have a nice sleep.
Hey, Billy. Thanks.
Billy nods respectfully. He gives a huge yawn and collapses into his grave. Dead, but happy.
Where's Binks? Binks? Binks!
She spots him on the ground next to Emily's grave, unmoving.
He's gone. He's gone, Danny.
But he can't die, remember? Wake up, Binks! Binks! Wake up! Just like last time!
Come on, Danny. Please don't be sad for me.
The kids look up to see the transparent figure of a boy, dressed up in the same clothes he was on that fateful night in 1692. He is the spirit of Thackeray Binks. He has finally gotten his wish.
Binks, is that you?
Yeah. The witches are dead. My soul's finally free. You freed me, Danny. Thank you. Hey, Max. Thanks for lighting the candle.
Thackeray extends his hand. He and Max shake as best they can. Thackeray! Thackeray Binks! They all turn and see the ghost of Emily Binks looking for her brother.
It's Emily. I shall always be with you.
Danny nods and he kisses her cheek. Thackeray turns and walks towards his sister, but he pauses for one last look at his new friends. Max gives him a wave. Thackeray Binks, what took thee so long?
I'm sorry, Emily. I had to wait 300 years for a virgin to light a candle.
Emily and Thackeray exit through the cemetery gates and fade away. The gang watches them with a smile as they embrace each other. The end. As the screen fades to black, Danny rips out the biggest, juiciest, smelliest fart in movie history.
And that is in there.
Do
That's
it,
in there.
Nick, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yay.
In the original, Danny farted? Danny farts in the script?
Can you guys hear
No.
Valentine purring?
He was purring.
She's purring.
She's trying to do the fart noise.
Angel.
She
For a
farted.
little bit of context for everyone watching on YouTube, in the original script for Hocus Pocus, there's a scene in like the dance hall where someone dressed as Glinda asks Mary, "Are you a good witch or a bad witch?" And then in the script it says Mary whips out the juiciest, smelliest fart in movie.
Is
The
it?
bad question.
What are those characters for? Is that like at the Halloween party with the parents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, doesn't Billy the Butcher do the Thriller dance?
No.
What am I thinking of? Where like
He looks like the
Thriller, the
zombie
music video.
Thriller.
Am I just thinking of Thriller?
You might,
They
yeah.
do have-
It's
That's
just
just
they
Thriller,
look
yeah.
similar.
But also the scene with oh my god, with Penny Marshall and Rob Marshall.
Yeah, the
Oh,
devil
yeah.
scene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't transcribe that. That's my bad.
And
It
that's
wasn't-
Okay.
And isn't there
That's
one with the
fine.
cop too?
Yes,
The
the
Yeah,
cop's
the
like,
cop.
Yeah.
you're a virgin?
But
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
give it up for Robert, folks.
Yeah.
Robert.
In the original
Hard job.
Max has two nerdy friends that are also in it, that has most of Alice's lines. Allison is way better in the film. In the screenplay, her costume is described as she wears a space helmet with a little t-shirt that says, "I'm too sexy for this."
Oh no.
Oh man.
And
Whoa.
Jay and Ernie die.
Whoa.
The witches eat them. And also at the end, which is kind of nice, the cat comes back to life, but it's just a cat. And Max
Oh.
goes, I guess he has one more life
Good.
left.
That's nice.
That's cute. I like
I
that.
like
Yeah,
that.
they really biffed it by not putting that in the movie.
Yeah.
And that
Not a lot of Disney movies start with child death. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly
That's
parent.
ballsy.
It's
And
mostly
they say the
parent.
word virgin like 10 times.
I would argue this is the sexiest Disney movie.
We
Yabos.
talk about Yabos for a while.
Yabos.
Abos.
The Yabos.
Max likes your Yabos. In fact, he loves them.
I pulled out the prom dress, everybody, for this. Found it.
Oh
Very,
yeah.
That's
Good
called
job.
being at your parents' house.
Yeah, you got all your old
Yeah.
duds.
Stiff.
Very good.
Wait,
this is
Robert,
fun.
why was it in French? That was just a translation thing?
Oh my
Like,
god.
What were the French things?
Oh,
No,
That's in the movie.
it's
It is a movie.
it's a tape that is teaching you how to speak
Oh.
French.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right.
So it's going, I would
Um,
like to buy a book, or I'd like a book, and then it
That
goes,
would be
and then it says it in French.
that would be really funny if Robert only could get his hands on a
On the French
On the
version.
French
French
script.
version.
and then had to
Such a
You had
good
to
one.
learn French.
he had to learn
first.
French, translate it.
What he does for these live streams, you
I
guys.
forgot
Above
about
and
that.
beyond.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
But
What a
yeah,
rip.
there's a whole scene in there that's like in a shopping mall,
Oh.
and Sarah doesn't. Obviously, I put a spell on you wasn't in there because that was added in when they cast Bette Midler.
Right.
And
What?
the way they lure
Sure.
the children is Sarah doesn't sing. She makes these little chocolate crows, and she goes around feeding kids these little chocolate.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And then
Yeah.
and then at night, some of the chocolate crows come to life, and the kids follow them.
Ew. Ew, that's gooey.
What would you say, like, like what's the percentage of how much this changed? Would you
Yeah,
say
it's
it's
a
like
good
maybe
question.
like an 80% different movie?
80%.
Okay.
What?
Wow, Robert.
Robert, thank you.
Good
Seriously.
job, Robert.
Way
Yeah,
to go.
killed it.
Bird.
Oh, yeah, in the script, the witches don't become young until about like 20 minutes before the end when they
Oh,
eat
whoa.
Oh, weird.
But it makes sense they changed that because it makes the ending not make sense. Because if they
Right.
ate Jay and Ernie, then why would they die when the sun comes up?
Right.
Oh,
Huh.
sure.
Makes sense.
But,
Man.
yeah. Oh, and also there's a bit as well. I guess this is before it was sold to Disney. There's in the description. It's like Winifred's talons shake uncontrollably just before she turns to stone. Max flips her off. It's like,
That's
Whoa.
Cool.
I mean, that's cool.
That's very
That's rock and
cool.
roll.
Was-
That's
tight.
honestly very LA of
Tubular.
him.
That
Was Jenny
is-
Ortega
Very
attached to this
Hollywood.
from the beginning?
Yeah, I want to know that.
oh, I don't think they were. I feel like so much of the script was changed to cater, especially for Bette Midler.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Dang.
Also amazing, Matt Dan. Matt Dan did an
Hey.
amazing job.
Yeah.
I was thinking the whole time how much it added to what we were doing. It's so cool.
Thank you. Oh,
This
the
is
film
hard.
composer John Debney wrote some amazing stuff, so I had to write it all down.
Oh.
Matt-
Yeah.
I had to,
Wow.
Wow.
had to do it. Had to do it.
It's so
Very
good.
I think I'm gonna pop over to the YouTube chat and see if anyone has any questions.
This was an unexpected leg workout. My God.
Guys,
Yeah.
the brooms
The
killed
groups were
me.
on point.
The hovering.
I got really
Movie-
tired
This
after
movie
a
was a
while.
flop when it came out.
Really?
Isn't that
Yeah,
weird?
that's right.
Was
I
it?
remember hearing
Yeah.
that.
I feel like
was-
that's like so many classic movies were flops when they came out.
Doozies was a big flop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
when
a
you were
shame.
when we were looking this up last night, it's like the Rotten Tomato score for this is like 34. And you're like,
Really?
"Wow."
Wait, really? I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
This is
it's
why we don't deserve nice
tho-
things.
those old movies. If I, I think the old movies, people had higher standards for movies back
Mhm.
then, and they like nowadays. If Hocus Pocus came out, it'd win an Oscar.
Yeah.
But
Legit.
The
like,
practical effects are so amazing.
So
and like,
good.
it makes me sad that practical effects aren't more.
I know.
And the iMovie lightning that they use.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah.
Lighting.
I
Lighting
love
is
that.
you're like, well,
Okay.
these are just effects.
And the
Everyone's
CGI.
this is post. This is post.
Isn't there like Thackeray is like CGI or
It's all
something?
CG, yeah.
His
Focus-
mouth looks pretty good.
Hocus Pocus 2 got announced. It's happening.
Wow.
Isn't
With
that-
the original cast?
Oh,
They haven't announced the cast. The director is the director of Hairspray, the musical.
no,
Bankman?
don't do it.
I can't remember.
Nick!
Isn't like Tina Fey writing it or something?
I'm not sure, but he had the script on his Instagram. He released 2 photos. One photo was Enchanted 2, and the other photo was Hocus Pocus 2. The front. of-
Enchanted 2 is like Disenchanted, right? It's like totally cast. Am I making that up?
I
You
think
know
so.
what?
I feel like there's a
They
whole
could make
IMDb.
They could make a new movie that was like Hocus Pocus. They don't have to make a sequel.
You know what
You know what I
they
mean?
should
Point.
So a remake?
Roll Dolls Witches
No.
into a musical.
Ooh, yeah,
I'd be into that.
that would be
Jamie.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I don't think it ever went up. I think it was
No,
like
it's
what happened?
it's like a
Maybe we're.
Witches. Isn't that the one with
Angelica Houston?
Angelica Houston and stuff?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
They're making a new version, and they've moved it so it takes place
Right.
in the South in the 1960s.
Where was
Oh.
And they halted filming because a crew person died on set.
Here we go.
Whoa.
God.
it? Sorry, this is a musical or no?
Oh, a movie, sorry.
Oh, I'm saying it should be a musical though.
Yeah, that would be
Yes.
awesome.
That movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
They're bald and they turn into
Oh.
my God.
Too much.
Roald Dahl hated that film, though, because they changed the ending.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the
I don't
ending,
remember the ending.
he's supposed to stay a mouse, and then him and his grandmother die at the same time because mouse lives are short, so they
Wow.
die together.
it's really beautiful.
But in
That's love.
so one of the witches is good and comes back and transforms the boy back into a boy.
Wow.
I'm gonna
What
go.
do you guys think is the best witch, the best movie witch ever.
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
And let's
Oh.
don't count Harry Potter because those witches are a different kind of witch. You know what I mean?
Well, the
Yes.
Wicked Witch of the West is up there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that was my
Oh,
first thought.
I went to the museum,
Mary
the Witch
Poppins.
Museum in Salem, and they talk about all the different kinds of witches in media. I
Ooh,
thought that
very
was
fun.
That's
development in
cool.
history. But
Oh,
that
I
point
love
is
that.
true. Is like Harry Potter witches are different than these witches. Yeah.
that was
Sure.
another thing cut out of the script. In the script, it's revealed that Allison is a witch. It's,
What?
Whoa,
Yeah.
really?
Ah, come on, bring it back. Come on.
How does that work?
She's a descendant of a witch that the Sanderson sisters know.
It's only my one true dream.
Isn't that in the they wrote a book of Hocus Pocus too, right?
Whoa, what?
Yeah, I can read.
There's a book called Hocus Pocus 2 that's like somebody wrote a sequel, and I think Max and Allison's kid is the main character, and I think she finds out that she's a witch.
Ooh.
Wow, that's fun.
I
But
don't want
don't
them,
make it, guys. Don't make it.
No, no.
especially if they can't bring back the OG cast.
Yeah, I'd be really sad.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I've seen enough movies where they make like a sequel way too late, and you just watch them be old, and you go, "We don't need to see it.
Yeah.
We don't need to see it."
No one's
Yeah.
really asking any questions in the comments. Everyone's just saying B movie, Heathers, and Beetlejuice in all caps.
In response to
B movie, the Jerry Seinfeld
Yeah.
one.
That's just what they're saying.
That's what you think for a musical? Or is that? I'm assuming they want to
I
be musical.
That's what they want us to read.
I really love the idea of reading B.
We should do B movie.
Is that the one about actual
What a
animated?
I
weird-
love the B movie.
What a weird
great.
thing.
I love
I
it.
have a T-shirt with the entire script of the B movie on it.
Did you get? I almost bought a T-shirt. Did you say, Angela?
Yes.
I've almost
With the
purchased.
entire script of the B movie on it.
I've almost purchased that T-shirt.
Did you see? There was that video around.
How does it fit on a t-shirt? How does it fit on a t-shirt?
Yeah.
Very small.
No way. There's no
So small
printer in
B
the
could
world
read
that
it.
could make it that small.
Why don't we read B movie, but we have to read it off of the T-shirt?
You're right.
You all need the
That's
t-shirt.
it. That's the only way.
Only way.
No way.
Everyone gets that
Wait,
shirt. and we
why
all-
is it? Why is this
No
such a
way.
cult following movie?
Yeah,
Like, why
this
did
is
they?
new to me.
It's not. It's more just like a random.
There's like a certain age. There's like a certain age range that they like the B movie.
There
Is
was
that you, Mariah? Are
No,
you
it's
in
a-
that
it's a
age
little-
range?
It's a little younger than me,
Wait,
Okay.
no, is
but I
this,
still celebrate it.
is it a joke or is B movie actually a hit with kids?
See, that's where I disconnect.
That's where I
I
can
don't know.
disconnect as well.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I've seen it, and it's not bad.
It's a fun time to watch as that one moment in time, but I've never watched it more than twice.
Have you guys seen that video where they play B movie, but
Oh,
every time they say B,
Yes.
they speed it up.
That's
so
good.
it's like
That's good.
so it's like they'll be
That's really
saying and then
good.
they'll say B and then they'll incrementally speed up the movie. So at one point it's just going it's a B B B B B B and it just at one point the movie just becomes nonsense.
There's some cleverness in the B movie. The last time I watched it was like 3 years ago, and I was like, there is something here. There
Well,
is.
Jerry Seinfeld's there, right?
Yeah, I mean, Jerry's there. Yeah,
Yeah, he's there.
exactly.
Gotta be good.
Jerry, didn't he write it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Jeff,
give me hope.
I think so.
look it up on your
Star?
radio
On my
laptop.
Jeff, can you have someone call into your
Yeah,
radio
call
show
in
and
with
tell
your-
us?
Yeah, can you guys
Yeah,
call
B
Jeff
movie
show and
facts.
help us out?
Yeah.
Did Jerry Seinfeld? Wait, hold on. The first thing that came out when I wrote, did Jerry Seinfeld date a 17-year-old?
He did.
Not what I would to find out.
He absolutely did.
When?
Her name was like Shoshona Lowenstein or something.
What? Why?
Wait.
I don't know if
is
she was
this real?
17, but she was very, very young.
He co-wrote the film with Spike Firestein, Barry Marder, and Andy Rubin.
That's a team.
Um,
That's a team.
Murderers
What's the
Row
traffic
right
on the Vive?
Yeah, what's the truth?
Surprisingly heavy.
Yeah.
It's surprisingly heavy out there, folks.
Go to our
Shit.
Stay
eye in
off
the
the
sky.
road.
You'd be surprised right now in a pandemic. The
You'd be
traffic on the
surprised.
5 is still getting it.
Someone wants to know, Jamie, how long did it take you to source all your props and costumes?
The only thing, thank you so much, by the way. The only thing I bought were these nails, which was quite possibly the most expensive beauty drugstore purchase ever. They were $12.90 something with tax. And then I did like a Bob Ross live stream on my YouTube, and this is a Bob Ross wig that I pinned down in the front. So I did not buy this for this. This is my Apocalyptor shirt because it's the only green thing I own. I own all of these rings. They're my real gold. They're pretty. And then this is a bow tie that I was wearing backwards.
Oh, that's clever.
A legend. Look at that.
This girl called Audrey keeps asking, is Jeff single?
Guys, I tell you, you know, since quarantine hit, I've been dating a lot. My dating life has skyrocketed since quarantine.
No part of me is shocked, Jeff. None.
Yeah. It really worked out for me.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah. Been very helpful.
People asked, how did we cast this? Well, basically...
Auditions.
Months
of auditions.
Yeah, it was a heavy
Years.
process.
All back after chemistry, memory, like.
Yeah.
Basically, I just told people, I said, do that, do that, do that.
Yep.
And yeah, that's all.
What was your thought behind the choices?
What? What choices?
Wow.
What?
When you made choices, what were the words going through your mind?
Exact
You also mean
words,
choices
please.
in your everyday life, not even just choices for this, but choices.
No.
What are the thoughts you have for choices?
Yeah. What do you think about choices?
Well, I wanted to do a film with more girls because Scream has so many boys.
Oh, it's very kind of you.
That was a thought behind a choice.
There's one.
Really was.
That's one thought behind one choice.
And I also considered showcasing Jamie because Jamie was Drew Barrymore on the other one. And that was
Jamie,
fun.
this is meant for you on Broadway.
It's a dream role I've had for a long time, you guys, but
This is it.
Bette Midler, she's the one. But
No, you're the one. I mean,
You're both. Both you and Bet, the one.
I love her so much.
so good.
Someone suggested do a reading of the guide in like musicals. Guys, we did that. It's on YouTube.
Only if we switch around the casting.
No.
Guys, it's live on YouTube.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, go check it out. Like and share.
You can watch it live on YouTube right now.
Live on YouTube.
Immediately after that, you can go there.
It's live right now, guys. Go over there. Don't you guys know we're doing that live right now?
Yep.
The reason why
24
me
hours
and
a
John
day.
are in different rooms is because we had a huge fight. No, it's because
John, I like your background.
Thank you.
John
I'm flying.
loves using his computer in his room,
John,
and if
stop
we're in
flexing.
the same room,
Stop
then
flexing.
we get a weird echo going.
I just wanted to. You have and I wanted to like use a green screen so I could have like a moon in it.
A weird flex,
One of
John.
the
Weird
moons.
flex.
A moon shot.
John wanted to showcase
So
himself.
versatile.
Corey,
House is still burning.
say it. Just kidding.
Someone says, Lauren, what's your Hogwarts house? I need this for an argument.
We gotta know.
Lauren, I need to know.
What's the
We
question?
have each said our Hogwarts houses 25,000 times over the last 10 years. For the
Yeah, guys,
final
we're-
time,
We're not talking
I
about
have-
those witches.
what?
We're not
For the
talking
final
about
time-
those witches.
No, we're
Don't
not
tell
talking
'em.
about those witches.
Don't tell them, Lauren.
All right, you know what? Google
Go
it.
use the internet. You're on it right now. Use the internet. You're on it right now.
Eyes are up here, guys.
Guys,
Lauren, the first time I met you.
How I procured my boob job for this.
Yes.
I got a boob job for this reading, guys.
it looks so good. I can't stop
So
looking.
good.
Yeah.
I literally can't.
I learned. I spent years learning. I spent hours learning years of plastic surgery training to do this afternoon.
You cannot. It's not an essential surgery, so we did have to do it at home.
We had to do it
Right.
at home.
Yeah, but it's a great master class.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did do it. I did get a subscription to Masterclass, so I will be studying with
You can learn anything on that.
yeah, with
If anyone needs any surgeries, you know, let them know.
Yeah.
Bye.
Once we can hang out with more than 5 people, the surgeries, I swear to God.
I'll be doing a masterclass on how to take 2 wigs and turn them into 27 different kinds of wigs.
That's insane. I'll be there.
Sign me up.
Lord, I have 1 wig. I want it to be 10.
It can be.
Okay.
The potential's there.
How is everyone doing? Just in life.
Good.
I
We're
know.
good.
Hanging
We
in.
watched. Oh man, you guys! If anyone wants to laugh, what?
Nothing.
Oh,
What?
We watched
Just look
Middle
at
Middle
him.
Ditch and Schwartz's improv
Oh,
specials.
it's very funny.
It's very funny. If anyone's looking to laugh.
I would like to plug Vivarium. It's a psychological thriller. It's on, I think you can rent it on YouTube because you can do that now. Just putting it out there. I've already
Ooh.
plugged it on Instagram.
scary? Is it
Sorry,
scary?
it's called it's like psychological scary. It's not monster scary, but
It's not like jumpy.
No, there's only one moment that is like has some like I don't want to give it that has some like special effects used, so you go like, ooh, that's creepy. But mostly
Okay.
it's like that's fucked up. And it's also funny because it takes place in a home where there are 2 people stuck in a home.
Wowie.
Apropos.
Wowie.
So yeah, everyone go watch that, and then we'll have a talk back.
Great.
You guys should watch if you want a good laugh and also a simultaneous good cry. Everything's Going to Be Okay on Netflix. There's also people on the autism spectrum who are autistic actors playing these roles, and I'm telling you, it's fantastic. It's so funny. It's only like 10 episodes. Each ones are like 20 minutes each, and
Wait, what's it called?
Everything's Gonna Be Okay
Oh, nice.
on Hulu. Sorry if I said Netflix before.
Right.
That's just train of thought.
Oh, I've seen that pop up.
Yes,
Nice.
so funny, hilarious.
I'm gonna write that down.
That's a good one.
On the subject of witches, I just found out Little Witch Academia is on Netflix, and I've been watching that, and it's really funny and adorable. It's an anime. If you got to be into anime,
It's good, guys.
very funny.
Done.
Nick liked
like
it.
that show.
Got so pumped.
That's the newest thing that I liked.
People are asking what your cat's name is. I think you've said this last time, but again, what is
It's Valentine. Valentine, the cat.
Valentine.
He left the room.
Little thing.
Nick, when are you coming home? Do you know?
When am I coming home?
Yeah.
I think maybe in June. You know, when's quarantine gonna be over? I don't know.
Never.
We have no idea.
Will June be okay?
Okay.
I think I read somewhere that they're doing more states are coming out with more testing, so that might be a
Yeah.
step towards releasing the safe stay at home.
Apparently, LA has opened up testing to everyone now. They're just prioritizing still people with symptoms and things. So,
Yeah.
you know,
It'll be interesting when those antibody tests come, Lauren.
We're not getting into that right now. We're not in this one.
I just got a text from Corey as soon as you said that.
God.
On my ass.
It was
Corey, I
weird.
swear to
It's
God.
crazy.
Don't do it.
Corey Leibowitz.
Oh my God.
this is a little tangent, but speaking of on my ass, there is a our foster that we have has a funny quirk where every time you touch her back, she'll growl at her own butt.
Stop, are you kidding me?
And then
Well, no. Okay. Well, to be fair, if you scratch her head or like her nag, you're like, yay. I think she gets so excited, and then she'll curl around and look at her own ass and growl and bark at it, and then
she has
she'll-
to do a lap around our apartment to cool off.
she'll get so worked up that she needs to do a lap to cool down.
At least she knows, though. At least she knows.
I've never related to a dog more in my life.
And then drink water from every open container in the house.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's her name?
Oh, my foster brother does that too. I have a foster named Spoon, and he turns around, he growls in the back to whoever's behind him, no matter what.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm looking at fosters every day. My parents are so close to rescuing. We're so close to bringing another child into here. I am just pushing.
It's gonna be great.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I wish we could have one here, but our landlord.
too.
Why don't
I
you
know,
just,
that
why don't you
sucks.
just dress the dog up like a person and just be like, is there other
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. It's
We
Nick.
can dress him up as Nick. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just be like, this is Nick.
What do you?
And then just gaslight everyone who thinks it's a dog. Like, this is not a dog.
Not a dog.
This is Nick Lang.
You're like, whoa, quarantine brain. You need
Yeah.
to relax.
Nick, when you get home, though, you will have to pretend to be a dog.
Yeah. Nick, you'll have to stand on top of other Nick's shoulders and wear a trench coat and pretend
Yeah, I
to
was
be a
gonna
dog.
say just stack a few up on top of each other.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it.
This is good
Someone suggested to do a reading of Scooby Doo. That could be fun.
Ooh, which one?
Which one,
The
though?
movie?
They just say Scooby Doo in all caps.
The live
If
action?
I don't
movie?
get to play Scrappy.
That would be great.
The movie has probably the biggest, juiciest, smelliest fart in movies.
Yes. We only do films with farts. That's it.
What are
That's
suggest
it.
films with farts, everybody?
Sorry.
A Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
So good. So good.
Harry, I took care of it.
I took.
You know what's my favorite line? My
What?
favorite line is big gulps, huh? All right.
Well,
see ya.
you later.
Yes.
Yes.
Cam Neely's in the movie.
Pretty bird.
Hey, we could also do This Is the End, which has a large ensemble celebrity
That's
cast.
So
That's
funny.
such a good movie.
That's a good one, man. I'm just saying.
That's one of those ones, too, where you're like, no one will be funnier than these people.
You're right. You're right.
You're
right.
What about Wet Hot American Summer? Is that?
Oh,
great, but
Good.
You don't even like that movie.
Not many
I
females.
do. It's just
don't even like
no, actually I do though.
You guys are
don't.
fighting.
I just when I rewatched it recently and I didn't
You
think it
didn't
was
like it
as
that
funny as when I originally watched it. That's all I'm saying.
You know what's a good line from Hocus Pocus that we didn't do is the part where Mary's watching the TV and there's the baby running around and she goes,
And it's like,
Yes.
I had Zach prepared for that shot. I watched it and I was like, oh, that's gonna be the shot.
I just love movies that don't have any phones or technology in them. It's so nice.
That's why you couldn't make a Hocus Pocus today, because they'll just
Text their way out.
they'll just tweet their way out of it, baby.
No, there's an easy way. You just go like, oh, my phone's out of batteries.
Yeah.
It's like, there you go.
I do miss the like seeing the devil and just going like, it's him. He's here. So good.
That's great.
Great
Yeah, it is funny how in the movie, it's a Disney movie where they openly worship Satan.
Openly.
Pretty great.
Call him
No
master.
hesitation.
They call me
know what's up.
master.
Don't they put what was the Easter egg? It's Mrs. Potts, right?
Yeah. Sonic
Yeah.
the Hedgehog is also in that movie
Really?
as a child in a costume. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
As the kitties.
It's the kitties.
There you
Michael Myers is there too. Caught him.
You forget that like Disney's owns so much. Like they're so high in the tier of like status that like no other movie could put a Mrs. Potts wandering through without paying out of the butt for it. But Disney's like, that's me, so they can do whatever.
Especially now.
Just making it rain.
They got everything.
I
Imagine.
think Hocus Pocus is the ultimate Halloween movie.
Yeah.
I think that this is the
I love
one
it.
that I think is the one that is the most Halloweeny. It has the most pumpkins. It's and
We talk about candy a lot of the movie too.
lots of candy stuff. It's got I you know, because the movie was a flop when it came out, but then they do this thing at Disney World nowadays where there's a Hocus Pocus party that's like the big show that they do at like the castle, and the Sanderson sisters are like the hosts of this of the Halloween show. And when I watched it on YouTube for the first time, I cried because I was so touched that Hocus Pocus became beloved over the years. Because
That
it's a
makes me
great
cry.
movie. It's a great
It is
movie.
good. It's a fun time.
So fun.
Yeah.
This was awesome, guys.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
And honestly,
thanks
you
for
know what?
organizing, Robert.
I'm proud of us that it's like we're efficient, you know? That movie, we came in under 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Slick.
Oh yeah.
Kept it moving.
No rehearsal, cold read. We just know that we're here. We're ready.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Professional.
Someone called Maya asks us all, how would you kill somebody? I don't think we should answer, but
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What would I do?
I'm ready.
I would lure everyone into into a false security with a reading of their favorite screenplay, and then I'm just kidding.
I would kill someone. I'll tell you no. Yeah. I kill with kindness.
Kindness is another name for an
Give him a big hug
drug.
and I go, sorry, I love you.
You're dead.
Gotcha. Psych.
Someone also asks, do we like jazz?
That's B movie, baby. That's B movie.
Is jazz as in like the.
That's B movie. I see what they're doing.
Oh.
Wait,
I
in
prefer the
B-movie, do
blues.
they ask how to kill people?
Yeah, there's
Nick.
Jazz. No, that's
just lots of
Americans like.
Do you like
I've
Phil
never
Collins?
seen B-movie.
suggestions with capital letters.
Robert, what's next? What's the next movie?
I don't know.
Do we change genre? Do we stay here? What's going on? What are you
You
thinking?
said American Psycho. That's actually a great idea.
That's a good one.
Do you like jazz?
It's be mainly just one person reading it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a great movie though. Everybody should see it.
It is good.
What about like Life of Pi?
Oh my god.
It's beautiful.
Like Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah. What about like Requiem for a Dream or
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh God, what an uplift!
Let's do maybe a
for the
document-
artist? The
What
best
about-
picture winner, the artist.
What about Titanic?
Oh, that would be a lot of good music. In
Titanic would be hilarious. Well, not
Titanic actually
hilarious,
is a great
but
idea.
come on.
It also
Oh, I would love to do Titanic. Come on.
Yeah, a few people we've got. This is what comes up the most. Shrek comes up the most.
Oh, right. Of course.
Okay,
Shrek.
an ensemble cast. I
Come
like.
on. Come on.
Shrek is great.
Wreck.
Clue, Adam's Family, Scooby-Doo, Twilight, and a lot of people say musicals as well, but it would just be too hard to do it.
Yeah.
Adam's
Yeah, we
Family
should
would be
just do
fun.
screenplays,
And
'cause it's
singing
easier.
singing on these things is like
It's
when
gonna be
multiple
gross.
people are trying to sing is
Too hard.
The
bad
delay
news.
And
is
there's
just
an-
gonna keep- yeah.
Adam's Family would be
Horrible.
fun. We should do the second one.
But Adam's Family Values, I think, it would be the one to do
Yes.
the second.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I want to be the hand.
thing.
Those are great movies.
The Adams Family, the Brady Bunch movies are great.
Oh,
Shrek 2.
Oh,
Yeah, Corey, Sister Act.
Shrek 2 is one of the best
Sister
films of all
Act.
time.
Corey, were you the one that wanted to do Sister Act?
Yes, that was Corey.
Did you mention that on Robert's thing? I saw someone say that.
together. We gotta get a music rehearsal for the final joyful.
Oh my God.
Oh, happy day.
Corey.
Sister Act 2 is gonna
Oh
great.
no, that's a
Great
musical.
movie.
I was gonna say Moulin Rouge, but that's a musical.
Lots of people are saying Fantastic Mr. Fox as well. I don't know why that's.
Great
What?
score. Great
What about
score.
Coraline's? Coraline's so good.
Coraline?
Oh yeah,
Good score.
I love Coraline.
yeah.
Someone said a
Hear
quiet
me
place.
out.
That would be the worst.
Hear me out.
We don't even have enough people for A Quiet Place, unfortunately.
Hear me out. Castaway.
Castaway.
Castaway. Castaway.
Just read it popcorn style.
Popcorn
Yeah.
Castaway.
Yeah,
I will be Tom Hanks pre-beard. I will be Tom Hanks after he rips out his tooth.
Everyone has a generation of Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh,
That's cute.
I'll have a think. I'll have a think.
Great.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, baby.
Love it.
That's beautiful, baby.
Oh, Angela.
Oh,
Angela!
Oh, Angela.
Blam,
Look at this.
Radio.
Holy hell.
Wow.
Shoot.
Wow.
Ah.
Business.
Keep that for next time.
Why is this happening though?
That's
Great.
I was
That's
trying
a
to see
secret
somebody's headshot. I was gonna do all of your headshots.
no.
you guys, was this ASMR triggering when I was doing this?
Yeah, I felt things.
Yeah, you got to do that
Very
channel.
relaxing.
Okay, I'm
that
gonna
channel.
release an ASMR video. Get ready. Well, I
Oh.
still have these.
That's winning.
I can finally do virtual background. I had to update my computer, but I'm ready.
Yeah,
I can't do it either.
we've updated, but we can't do it. It won't
No.
work.
Really? Bad.
So we're just
Yeah.
stuck with our fucking boring fucking apartment.
Wow.
The place that you live. God.
Wow.
People
Did you
always-
guys?
TV
Did you
in
get-
these books.
should be good.
Did you guys hear that you can pay to have a goat crash your Zoom?
Oh my God, what? How do we
You have to
pay? How
pay
much
for
do we
that?
pay?
Please make this happen.
Yeah, there's like a farmer, or is that what you call somebody who owns goats? A goater? A guy who owns
Goat
goats.
herder?
A goat herder. He like usually does goat appearances, which I guess is a thing non-COVID times. But he was like, how can I use this? And so he was charging, I think it's like expensive, like $250 to have a goat crash your Zoom meeting. And it got so popular that they had to reach out to other goateries.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait,
All right, Rob,
Goatery.
you have to pick a movie with a goat next time.
Yep.
Goats only.
And we'll
All right, how much
What
does
are
this
some
cost?
movies with goats in them, guys?
Wait, do you guys remember any night in like musicals when we did the lottery together?
Oh yeah.
We all were submitting for the lottery.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
The lottery.
We all tried to win the lottery.
That was
a very
It did not happen.
We had a system though.
We had a system. We did. We had people going certain days and Venmoing.
And it was really interesting, like study of psychology to see like who bought a lot of tickets and who was just like,
Yes.
I'll buy one. And then like some people had like a strategy. It tells you a lot. The lottery.
It does. God, I hope we can all do a show one day and do the lottery again. That's what I'm praying for. That's it.
Does the lottery exist now? Probably not.
I have
right?
no idea. Probably not.
Jackpot is growing.
Shows don't exist. right
Shows
now.
don't exist right now. Broadway is closed. Anyway, goat shows, please, Robert. Thank you so much for looking.
A movie
I
with
know
a
that's a
goat.
task.
There's one in Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, also a
There
good
is.
movie.
Oh,
But then we
Jurassic
could
Park
you
is a
assign
great-
dinosaurs to people?
Yeah, can we be dinosaurs?
I would
Oh,
love that.
But Jurassic Park, even just without the dinosaurs, the characters are all great. That's a great movie.
Jaws is also a good one. Jaws, the first blockbuster
Jaws is
made.
All
great.
these John Williams scores.
Dang.
Keep them coming.
Oh yeah.
Fast.
Yes.
Come on.
Trying to think of what else.
Some people was just saying Clue.
Clue's good. I love Clue.
Charlie and the
Clueless.
Chocolate Factory.
Yes.
Oh, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I didn't even think. Obviously, original.
You like you like have to do the Johnny Depp.
Factory.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
You have to do that one.
Wait. We should do Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Weren't we talking
Don't
about
do
how
the old one.
it would be?
The best one.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, you have to do Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Johnny Depp. You have to do it.
You have to do it.
It's good, Joey.
Could you imagine if
Except the only song we do in it is Charlie's mom's song.
Oh,
Up Charlie?
Only
that's
song.
that's
Cheer up,
when we were
Charlie.
kids, we called that a fast forward song.
with the clothes
Fast
soup?
forward through it.
When
Yeah,
she's
the clothing
making her
soup.
laundry soup.
Yeah.
Oh, we could
uh-huh.
do Gremlins. No, that's hard.
Ooh.
Gremlins is a good
Wow.
movie.
I love
Rocky
Gremlins.
Horror.
I like that people are like Tuck Everlasting, Shrek, and somebody's like Pulp Fiction.
The Exorcist.
Do her, please. Do her.
Please, Forrest Gump.
Oh, Forrest Gump.
Gump. More
That should be a musical. Also,
I reckon it'll happen.
I'm sure someone will working.
Robert, you
on
could
it.
play Forrest.
Oh, thank you. Sure.
Did someone say Pulp Fiction? I think that's a great.
Yeah, it actually would be kind of funny. Us
It'd
all
be
talking about
ridiculous.
like overdosing on coke and
God.
Yeah.
What happened to Corey?
I don't know.
Corey is
My guy.
taking a break.
Turned off his sound and his camera.
I gotta get my prom dress.
My mom just messaged me saying that we can't do Gremlins because I need to tell everyone how scared of it I was as a child.
Aw, moms are so good like that.
Moms.
Oh,
got-
look at that, Angela.
Aw.
Oh, Corey.
Just dreaming.
Just streaming.
What's up, dude?
You know her. That's our girl. Just streaming. Just streaming.
Just streaming.
Oh, there you are.
Giving it
Back.
the business.
I'm here.
Both Corys. Thank God.
Two
Thank
stereo
goodness.
Corys.
Corey Squared is here.
Can we do Seussical the musical, please? I'm sorry. I'm just looking at my Dr. Seuss book and I love
Oh,
Aw.
We should do the Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, let's
the
just do
Mike
Cat in the
Myers.
Hat.
The Lorax.
Oh, green eggs and ham.
Good
We're
fellas.
gonna do a live action Lorax, right?
Live action. I
Good
would love
film.
tree number 3, please.
The Irishman.
No.
The Irish.
You're so cute.
Saying Charlotte's Web as well.
Oh, it's cute.
Oh,
Charlotte's
Chucky.
You know,
Chucky!
we can just figure this out.
I'm literally
Not live.
Googling funny, scary movies.
I think Hunger Games would be good. That's a big ensemble cast, right?
Ooh.
Hunger
How
Games.
about the Departed?
The Departed.
Yes,
The Departed.
Boston,
That would be
You
Boston.
get a co-op.
Actually.
How am I
That's a
not
good
supposed
Give me
ensemble
that
to
cast.
Boston.
Yes, you can.
Come on, more
We could
stuff
do Little
Massachusetts.
Rascals.
Oh, that's good.
Rascals.
Yes.
Little Rascals is good.
A great movie.
I actually looked for the Little Rascals screenplay online. You can buy it, so I might look into it.
Oh man,
Oh.
we'll all
Does it
donate.
cost more or less than a goat?
Yes.
It's like
Whatever's-
$14, so maybe
We
I'll
can all contribute $2.
Pitch in for the goat.
the He-Man Haters Club.
Yeah, they were the He-Man woman haters. Wow.
Wow.
Think of like really
Wow.
Bunch of incels, am I right?
Yeah.
What's an incel?
They don't even change the name at the end. It's He-Man Woman Haters Club. Women welcome.
God.
End of the movie.
Help.
That is a great movie.
They had
That-
already made
Yeah,
T-shirts.
that's good.
We could follow the Kenny Ortega brand and just do High School
High
Musical.
School Musical.
Yeah.
No.
We should do that.
What about like Now and Then?
Oh.
So good. Very good.
How many characters are in Speed? Does Speed have a lot of
Speed.
Speed.
Now and Then is so good.
Let's do Crash.
Fast and Furious.
Ugh.
Crash.
Crash
Did
heavy.
you just say the Fast and the Furious?
Yep, I sure
Every
did.
single one.
All of them. Yes, let's do
All
a
of them.
marathon.
One night.
All
Come
8
on.
of them.
Every single one.
We do a 24-hour live stream every single Fast and the
Of-
Furious.
Yes.
All you can drink are rock stars.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'm weirdly so down.
That
I'm
sounds
there.
great.
Wonderful.
I'm there.
3.
That sounds stupid fun.
I know.
Ooh, Mystic Pizza. We can just eat pizza the whole time.
Pizza.
If
thank
you
God.
just involves pizza, I'm down.
I'm so far in the country, I can't order Domino's to my house.
Goonies would be great.
small
That's
thing.
Goonies. Goonies. Oh, good.
Club and Ferris
Also
Bueller.
breakfast. Also
Hey,
breakfast.
what did you say, Robert?
Goonies, Ferris Bueller, and The Breakfast.
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club would be cool.
All of those, like St. Elmo's Fire, Pretty in Pink, all of those back then are so good.
Girls just want to have fun.
And a little dated.
And a little,
Yeah,
and a lot
yeah.
of dated.
Uh-huh.
We watched Weird Science like a couple
no.
months ago at my parents, and I was like, this movie's funny, but boy, oh boy,
No.
half these jokes not fly.
We just watched my brother host a Netflix movie party, which you can download the app and watch with people at their house. And he picked the hit classic, The Roommate, which I think is from, I don't know,
Paul was saying this.
2007. That's saying something. And we just all went, God, this is bad. Outdatedness. Problematic.
We could just
I
do.
will say,
Wait, what?
Someone yell something?
Angela?
Yeah, I thought I heard someone.
I think my thing froze. It's okay. I do like bad movies because when we were doing that part in Scream where he said something about fingering her or something.
Oh,
You fingered the
Yes,
wrong
yes. He
guy.
said you fingered the wrong guy again.
Yes.
About the
Oh,
room.
God.
That was
Which
a
is-
taste of something so good.
What on earth?
We do the room.
The Room.
The Room, yes.
I'm wondering, would The Room be funny out of
No,
context?
because it's perfect the way it is. Like that, I feel like you can't get better than The Room.
Right.
No.
Like we improved
You're right.
on Hocus Pocus. We made it better.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh boy.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, I really wanted to do a Nightmare on Elm Street, but me and John watched the first one and the third
Oh.
one.
Third one. Do the third one.
We watched the third one though, and there's not a lot of dialogue. It's so
Yeah.
But I already know who the cast would be.
say it. Do
Say
it.
it.
All right.
Say it.
100% Angela is the person who goes, in my dreams, I'm beautiful and bad, and has the switchblade with the mohawk.
What movie?
It Nightmare on Elm Street
Green
Part
Warriors.
3.
Oh,
Oh,
Dream Warriors.
So that's Far Reach.
It's a good movie, guys. Just give it a watch. No,
Wait,
that's
my
it.
video literally cut out when you said Angela is definitely.
You're Freddy
Have you
Krueger.
seen Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 Dream Warriors?
No, sorry. It's okay. I'll watch it though.
Okay. It'll
Netflix
mean
movie party, baby.
that's okay.
Get on it.
People are saying a Goofy movie as well, and I did think of that, but Meredith Stepien already did a Goofy movie with some people.
True.
Yeah.
Long ago.
That's dope. I love a Goofy movie. I think that's amazing.
Back in college.
Oh, yes.
Let's do the same
A
thing.
Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Ooh, good.
Yeah, that's a really good choice. A lot of characters.
The Hostel movies.
All the Hostel movies in
All
a
the
marathon.
Saw 7.
All the Saw movies.
We also we could kill
The
Finding
Ring.
Nemo. We could kill
Finding
Finding Nemo.
Nemo, baby.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm just saying. Angela, that's
Wally.
Or Ratatouille. Well,
talking about this.
Ratatouille, the scariest film of all time. Are you
so scary.
so scary, dude.
It is. Ratatouille is scary because it's about a restaurant that has a rat infestation. That's
Yes.
disgusting.
What about Inside Out? That's all the different emotions, right?
All the
Yeah.
things.
That's fun.
That makes sense.
For those watching, do you guys just like us saying movie titles?
Yeah.
Like two people.
I mean, I'm having a great
Are
time.
you
I'm
not
sorry.
entertained?
Hey Joey, how's Pokemon?
Pokemon's pretty good.
Let's end
I'm having a fun time.
I'm thrilled.
My Sobble is now
Stream.
the emo
Boring, man.
Sobble.
You have sword or shield?
I have John's sword.
Oh, great. John's specific sword.
John,
Yeah.
I have John's specific sword, so it has a certain smell to it, which is
That's
really
odd.
God.
But no, it's been great.
I love talking to you guys, but are we being boring for the stream? Should we end the stream so we can just hang again? Like
No,
Quality
we'll
content.
let everyone know. Like as
Okay.
soon as we end it, we're all just gonna sign off. Don't worry, guys. You're not missing out on anything.
Nothing else is gonna happen.
Nothing else will happen.
It's good hanging out with you
Someone
guys.
said it's 6 a.m. and this is very entertaining.
Oh,
Oh, 6 a.m.
Damn, eh?
Dang.
okay.
Did everyone see the Space Jam sequel?
Space
Jam
Jam is
With LeBron.
Yeah.
With LeBron.
LeBron?
I thought it would have been a good idea if the Monstars came back and they were like, this time we're gonna steal Michael Jordan's basketball ability, but they end up stealing Michael B. Jordan's basketball ability. They end up taking his acting by accident, and then the Looney Tunes got to help Michael B. Jordan.
So wait. Popcorning off of that. Do we think Michael B. Jordan goes by Michael B. Jordan because of Michael Jordan?
Probably.
Yes.
Right? Okay. I thought about that.
I could just
I
picture
would think
a
so.
room of people in suits going.
Honestly, he probably joined the union, and
he
regular
quit.
Michael Jordan already was in SAG because of
Right.
Space Jam.
honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote a really bad sketch once about a guy named Michael C. Jordan
No.
who was always like entering auditions and situations, and Michael B. Jordan had already been there. Like he just went on a date with someone, and that they had already met someone else,
That's
and that person ended up being Michael B. Jordan.
I
He
love
goes on
Michael-
auditions.
Can
and-
that be the next thing we read?
No.
Space Jam?
No, the sketch with Michael.
Space
Jordan.
Jam would be a good movie, though.
Space Jam's website is still the exact same as it was in 1990 whenever that came out. It's a really fun
The
thing to
Space
go
Jam
to their
soundtrack is
website.
an all-time soundtrack. It's so
That's
good.
an all-time.
Space Jam. Yeah, the new one's called Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Ugh.
Boring title.
Yeah. They could have just
Bad
called
title.
Space Jam 2.
Chris Allen texted me and he was like, "Do you think the Tiny Toons are in Space Jam too?" And I was like, "No, man, no, I don't think."
Nah.
They should have just called it like Space Jamming or Space Jammed.
Space
Electric
Jam.
Boogaloo, yeah.
Boogaloo.
Space
Tokyo
Jam.
Drift.
Wait, are we still live?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yes.
are.
We're still hanging out.
Yeah, we
We're
are.
out here.
Got it.
How are you feeling? Should we end the live? Does anyone?
I mean, I'm having fun.
Does anyone?
Well, we can hang.
Guys,
People
I'm
don't need to
fading.
watch us.
Did anybody else cut their hair yet? I did it.
I did.
I did not.
But I always cut my own hair.
Died, but it's
Really? All around or just?
Yeah.
How
I
do you
always
get the
cut
back?
mine.
Oh, nice.
What?
How do you get the back?
I just pull it here and I cut it like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm not spending money on a haircut.
No way.
You could at least get Joey to do it for you.
Nah.
I'd mess it up.
I like the challenge and I like it to look like shit.
That's fair.
Dude.
There was one time where I Andrew, my husband, entrusted me with shaving his head. This is years ago because he hasn't done it since. And I completely forgot about his hairline. So I left his hairline 4 inches above, starting right under his ears. It looked awful.
Oh.
You gotta
But
keep
it's like shaving someone's head is deceptive because you think how could I mess this up? But there are so many ways to mess it up.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, there are. Yeah.
My dad used to have me cut his hair when I was 13. And I look back at that and I was like, you said that was fine.
Yeah. Oh, he's a disgusting man.
He lied.
I
lied to
shaved
me.
Bill Moses' head in freshman year of college and I messed it up.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah,
It's hard. It's skill and it's art.
A few times during quarantine, I've wanted to shave my own head. I think it would be so freeing.
I know. I thought about it.
Especially when it's hot, you're just like, oh.
It feels so nice.
I had a bald spot. Oh, sorry. Someone's talking. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, I'd love to just wake up and have a head shave. You don't have to do anything to it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's normal maintenance.
I'll do it for you, Robert.
You guys should all appreciate the
If
hair
you
you
want,
have.
but who cares?
Yeah.
Should all appreciate the hair you have.
Whoa.
Mhm.
Whoa.
You guys all got great hair.
Nick.
Don't shave your heads. Just love the hair you have. You all look great.
Thank you.
I
You,
feel
Nick.
that. I feel that.
I
Don't say
love
that.
your pumpkin background so
Yeah.
much.
It's so festive.
Thanks. These are Matt's. These were from our old house back in Chicago, and he brought them with him to Wichita, Kansas.
Wichita.
There's a sign here that says
Heirloom.
Happy Halloween.
Nice.
Got a
That's
cat
a
on it.
Christmas movie. We could do a Christmas movie.
The Grinch.
We could do Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh,
The Grinch.
that's it, baby.
Oh,
But Nightmare
Krampus?
Before
songs,
Christmas
but
is a
the
musical.
songs, yeah, the songs.
It's
Krampus?
like hard. There's hardly any
Krampus
Talking.
is a good movie.
Home
Actually,
Alone.
I thought it was fun.
What, the Grinch?
Home Alone. Ooh.
Krampus, The Grinch.
Oh,
Home
Krampus is
Krampus.
good.
Krampus is
Krampus,
good.
Krampus has the new Krampus movie is like an ensemble cast. We could
Mm-hmm.
find that movie.
Characters.
Fight Club?
Fight Club?
Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Die Hard.
I heard Fight Club. Okay. Fight Club?
Die Hard? Did someone say Die Hard?
Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
That's
Yeah,
a Christmas
yeah, yeah.
movie.
Yeah, but Fight Club? though?
How about Total Recall?
Yeah, but how about Fight Club though?
Yes,
How
I
about
swear to God.
Manchester by the Sea?
No, Angela, I have to
Yes.
opt out.
You know what we watched the other night? Kindergarten Cop.
Oh,
yes,
good. Wow.
Oh,
Or
God.
Daddy Daycare?
I was just
All
gonna
the
say
way.
Daddy Daycare. Yes. Daddy
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah,
The
so it's like,
original anime stop motion Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. A choice.
Classic.
A Christmas Story.
There's some good ones.
Someone keep saying the Green Mile.
Guys, it
The
took us
Green Mile.
it took us about 5 minutes to get right back into naming movies again.
Yeah, we're like, we're gonna stop. No.
You guys thought we were gonna have real conversations, and then we went
Hell
someone,
no.
and then we just went and named another movie.
The thing is that as soon as we stop the stream, we're all gonna name movies for another hour.
Another hour.
We were talking about stuff, and then and then it was like Christmas.
We should do
It was like free association of just people going, uh-huh.
All of us are losing it, and this is magnificent for us.
We all have forgot how to talk to each other as friends, so we
know.
only know how to just name movies.
Name
Have you guys ever
Just
have you guys
reciting, yeah.
have you guys ever played the game where you describe a movie like what's that movie where
Oh right, yeah.
Yes.
yeah, Fight
Let's
Club.
do it. Let's do it. John, you go first.
John's you.
what's that movie? Nick, you have to help me though. What's that movie where like these two ghost couple are trying to scare people out of their
Found you.
house And
I said it.
Oh yeah, no. What you're thinking of is the movie where there's that rich guy that he dresses up at night and he goes out and he beats people up.
Batman.
No, I think we
You guys know how to
describe
play
the
this
game.
Don't
Can we describe how to play this game, Nick? please?
How this game works
I get it
is
now.
that
I get it now. Yeah.
you start to describe a movie.
Yeah.
Then someone who knows the movie then goes, no, you're actually thinking of this movie. And they describe a movie that has an actor in it from the other movie. And then you guys jump around and see how far you can get with the movie.
All right, I'm there now. Thank you.
But then I don't remember how you lose.
Hey, real quick before we play this, Beetlejuice would be also a kind of a fun ensemble.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Anyway.
I don't like the movie game. I remember playing it and I go, this is boring.
Jamie said it.
All right, let's just
Sorry.
keep naming movies.
Yeah,
guys.
let's keep naming
I like
movies.
that game. I like the game where we just say movies.
Just
What if we read a TV show episode like Full House?
Did
Full
Corey
House.
just leave?
Corey got so over this.
Fucking done.
He's done.
Well,
Angela too.
Bye, Corey. Well, Angela at least left her computer on,
Yeah, so it's like she's here.
She
Angela
just went
couldn't
to
bear to sign out of the Zoom, so she went, I'll just let my computer die.
Irish goodbye. Yeah.
Mhm.
My girl's coming back. I love her.
Yeah.
Oh, Corey Doris is back.
Corey's back?
There he is.
Oh.
Thank God.
Okay.
Oh, here he comes.
Here he comes.
We're going to ask him a question as soon as he gets here.
We should all quickly leave before Corey arrives.
Yeah.
Duck out of frame. Duck out of frame.
Jeff, do better.
God damn it.
Fight Club?
Is everyone hiding?
You're reading Fight Club. We're gonna read Fight Club.
That we're hiding? I'll hide.
Guess I'm reading Fight Club.
Jeff.
Let's read Fight Club right now, guys.
Did someone say Fight
All
Club?
right. Let's read Fight Club from the best of our recollection.
You came here for Hocus Pocus, you stayed for Fight Club.
Okay, Fight Club.
Where's Corey?
Yeah,
I was going to ask him if he knew any movie you can name.
Show up.
Corey texted me.
how you're like,
Corey
I'm
texted me and said he's exhausted.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Corey knows how to speak his truth, sometimes to his detriment.
Oh my God.
Lauren,
Huh?
you thinking of some sad movies and crying?
Yeah. I'm gonna need some time to myself, guys.
What?
I respect that. I understand.
Lauren, what's your new foster's name?
Her name is Meerkat, but we call her Mimi.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Someone said Galaxy Quest.
Okay,
Oh, here we go. Back to
but
this.
we're off the dogs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Galaxy Quest is
And we're back.
Dogs
Galaxy
bite.
Quest.
He's back.
So
Wanderlust. Jeff, Wanderlust.
I love that movie.
Hey, we should do a
love one.
Fault in Our Stars. That'd be nice.
Whoa.
yeah, and it's a space movie.
Whoa.
Oh.
Ooh, Spaceballs.
Like,
I think super bad is the way to go.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Clueless could be fun.
Clueless.
Clueless.
We should do that.
Clueless.
Fight Club.
Fight Club. Jeff Flynn.
Clueless would be funny because none of us are rich enough to have any mansions or nice clothes. So we'd be doing a poor man's Clueless.
I love that.
I love Clueless.
Clueless is cute.
Oh, damn.
Okay, well, that's
Those are all the movies.
Well,
You just named every.
Someone says Shakespeare, you know.
Let's end the stream.
every movie.
Well, everyone, thank you for joining us.
We love you.
Love you.
I'll let you know as soon as we confirm another one, if we do another one and all that. I mean, I didn't think of a third one because I thought quarantine might be over by the time we got around to
That chance, Robert.
At least
Robert,
another
we're
month.
here for another 2 months.
Well,
I bet it'll be.
it's supposed to end
I
on
bet
the
it'll be like
15th.
June or July.
Not gonna end on the 15th.
We don't know.
We're thinking end of June, guys.
You guys, if
June.
it's another 2 months, we
Me
do
and
a
everyone
whole
at the
anthology.
CDC.
Yeah, whole anthology if
Yeah,
it's
we're just
true.
gonna
About the
all Fast and
beginning of
Furious
June.
movies.
Let's do all of
I
A24
think
films.
Yes,
end of June.
A24.
all of
Might be
A24.
more realistic.
Yes,
It follows.
it follows.
Oh my God, it follows.
This was a great stream, guys. This was a great stream.
Really good.
The
Thanks,
movie was
Robert, again.
good, but
Thanks, Matt.
naming movies at the end, perhaps,
Any movies
5
was
minutes
what
of
made
just
me
naming
whole.
you know,
That's
this
something you
was
can't
really
get.
For the next
entertaining
StarKid
stuff,
show.
guys.
Get anywhere
It's
else.
literally like the live version of when you sit on your couch for an hour and scroll through Netflix.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And other people.
All right, what should we do?
All right.
That's
Okay.
it.
Really quick before we leave, let's not leave. Can everybody say what they had for dinner? I love talking about dinner.
Oh.
I'll just end the live stream. We'll still.
Yeah, we're just ending the stream
We're still
because we're
live.
being
We're
so
We're still
boring.
hanging out.
Right.
Guys, right now, instead of watching the stream, you can go watch Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. It's live. We're
Live.
doing
It's
it live
live
right
right
now.
It's live on YouTube.
Go check it out live.
If you're looking for another movie to watch after this, just watch the last 45 minutes of this stream because we named a lot of good movies.
Hey, look, it's Mimi.
What?
No.
Behind, well, she was peeking out behind you two. Never mind.
Oh, was she?
Oh,
Walking around.
Hello.
Mimi.
Mimi.
Yes.
Let's just read
Thank
Rent.
you, Robert.
Not sing any of the songs. Let's only
Just
read
read it.
Rent.
Yeah, just read it.
Without
Did
any
I lose
with no
my
song.
dignity?
I'll be
Great
hysterical,
stream.
please.
That's a movie.
Hold it.
Is the stream over yet?
here we are.
We're still alive. Still
We're
alive.
still live, unfortunately.
Goodbye, everyone.
Wait.
Goodbye at the live stream. We love.
We
we
love
love.
Thank
Be so happy.
See you next
Thanks.
Thanks for
time.
hanging with
Club.
us.
See you next